listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Momba and a guest, Tony.
So
that's disrespectful.
what's up with this camera?
With which one?
This one right here.
That's our second cam.
So which one is the main?
That one over there.
You know what? Kudos to you for actually noticing, because I didn't even notice, because he has another camera angle.
Yeah.
And he put it on the TV. I was like, "Where the fuck are you getting that from?" He's like, "The other camera." I'm like, "What other camera are you talking about?" This?
Oh,
That's
there it is.
that's your close-up cam.
Oh, I like it.
How come he gets his own camera?
You have your that one over there is technically
That's a
yours.
good camera. I could see the Carmex on his lip. On the car.
Oh yeah,
I could see the sheen.
I like it. Mm-hmm. I like it. I have my own close-up cam because the camera does add like 10 pounds, so it's better that we don't.
That's your camera, Momba.
Get that off of me. Get it away. I don't like it.
No
How many?
one can see it.
How many cameras are you putting on Mamba?
Well, that's it. That's all I've got.
I have a quick W.
I got plenty to say.
Winner, winner, chicken
What's your W?
dinner.
It's for the diva of the podcast. I want to thank him for gracing us with his presence today.
Can I get a paper towel?
Did you spill shit?
Yeah.
He didn't spill that much.
Yeah, but still. I
Swipe it on your pants.
I'll just wipe it on here.
He's such a dick.
Well, I mean, I'm asking you for a paper towel. You're not bringing
But
me one.
you're making me get up in front of the middle of the podcast?
If I were you, I would. He's disrespected you right now, bro.
He's already disrespected both of us.
Disrespected your house.
I mean, I opened the door for him, which I wasn't going to.
But he wanted you to open the door personally. He didn't want your robot to.
Yeah,
open
I don't like the fact that like. So for those that don't know, Junkyard has a smart lock. So
And the code is.
well, I'm not gonna give,
69,
I'm not gonna
69.
give away the code. Now he's got to change it. Way to go, Mamba. Now he's got to change it first thing because everyone's gonna try. So anyway, so he has a smart lock, and it's cool. It's like you can lock remotely. What I don't like about it is that it is taking away that personal touch. When I visit someone, I like to be personally greeted at the door. I want the person who I'm there to see to open the door and welcome me into their home. So this whole like, hey, I'm here, and then all I hear is just like the door unlock. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll let myself in.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like, see, I don't like that. I like to be greeted. See,
You agree to when you come down here, and we're down here waiting for you.
When you used to live with your mom, at least, you know, like, it still kind of bothered me that you didn't greet me, but at least you sent someone to greet me, like either your mom or your wife, so that was nice. But now you don't send anyone.
No, there's no need.
I mean, at least send Mamba.
Mom was busy.
I'm not his fucking butler. You know what? Out of respect, I would do it because Junkyard's wife has fed me since I've started coming here. So out of respect, I would do it.
All right, so it's
And
settled.
you're a respectful person too, Mama.
Yeah, I'm also very respectful.
You are not respectful. You have no regard for anybody's feelings, especially the listeners who voted you to stay on this damn podcast.
What are you talking about? I'm here, ain't I? I'm here for
Mamba?
the listeners.
Can you vouch?
Can you vouch that I'm here?
You are in fact here.
Yeah, I am here. There's
But-
no.
But are
deni-
you really here?
I mean, is there
like your,
any-
your body's here?
But is
there-
your spirit here?
Yeah.
Is there any denial?
Because I don't think your spirit's here. I don't think you're with us
Is your
mentally.
is your heart in this anymore?
Well, I ask you this: was my heart ever in it?
That is a great question.
But I'm here.
Were you just in this for the money?
I was only.
That
In,
never.
I was only in it for the clout.
What clout? You have no clout.
Yeah,
If you wanted clout, you should have made a SoundCloud. You came to the wrong.
the wrong medium.
Yeah, the wrong media. But yes, you guys are going back. I was on the treadmill before it showed up. You guys were going back and forth about if we were recording or not. My Fitbit was blowing up.
And it wasn't your calories burning.
No, so I stopped. I was like,
You stop.
So I stopped.
Just because me and Junkie were arguing in the group chat, you're like, all right,
Yeah,
fuck
I was like,
up.
this is inconvenient.
You decided to
I
stop.
can't
working
work out in this environment.
See what you did, Junkyard?
I do see.
You ruined his workout.
You ruined his workout.
No, you did. Because all I said was, look,
As a matter of fact, I might go to McDonald's after this.
there's a blizzard out
There
there.
is not, Mom. Is there a blizzard outside?
There's inclement weather outside.
Yeah, inclement weather. It's like blizzard.
Is it
ice,
blizzard, Mamba?
It's snowing, but
snow.
it's might as well be rain.
But it's even worse.
It's not worse.
It's not even really sticking.
It's not. It's like it melts as soon as it hits the ground.
So basically, it's hazardous road conditions. Like it's getting dark,
Anytime you hit the road, it's a hazardous road condition.
and I'm like, yeah, it's inclement weather. Maybe we should skip. And Drew's like, no, it's not that bad. Well, because you don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, but I still have to drive here from work, and I know it's not bad because I drove here
So I was just looking out for
yourself.
everyone's safety.
No, Mamba was already out, and he was like, "It's not even. It's like raining." He even said it himself.
But he shouldn't have been.
I had no business being outside.
You had no business being out there.
He was
in
out-
this inclement weather.
Mamba's the only one here, well, besides myself, that is committed to this podcast. Mamba's commitment has grown tenfold, and yours has dropped tenfold.
I mean,
You used to be the committed one at one point. Now you're the slacker.
well, I mean, life is about balance. So once Mama starts dropping off, then I'll regain my commitment.
And last week you said you were going to record more often and harder than ever.
That's why I'm here, ain't I?
Let's see how hard you are.
Oh, I'm.
How hard are you?
Can you zoom in?
Calibrate.
No, wait, don't.
That's what that camera's for. To see.
to see you're drunk.
It's the chode cam.
Anyway,
You know what?
Wait, I got lots to say.
I share.
I got
share what?
I got some new shows I've been watching. I want to talk about. I want to talk about this book I've been reading. I want to talk about
This book that you
Life.
skim through.
Well, actually, I started reading, and it's really good. And
Mom-
I recommend everyone read it.
I want to know what Mamba has to say.
Oh, well, that's not that important. I'm just glad Tony's here.
Thank you, Mamba. I'm glad I showed up.
But at the same time, is there really a point to do this anymore? Because
We've asked this question more than once.
yeah, but now there's a reason. Because apparently we're all at risk. I was in denial for a while.
Is that about like being pre-diabetic?
I'm always at the cusp of being diabetic. That's never going to change.
You're at the cusp of the beatus.
Yeah. But apparently the CDC, the people who protect us from zombies, said that coronavirus is going to be a big issue soon. It's not. They said it's not a matter of
So it's not.
If.
So it's not a big issue right now. Right now, it's just for the memes.
yeah. Right now, it's just
But pretty soon it's going to get serious. Mm-hmm. Well, the cure for coronavirus has been at our fingertips all along. Just nobody paid attention. If you ever see those Lysol or the Clorox wipes,
Yeah.
on the back it says kills 99% of all germs, and it has like all like flu, whatever. It says coronavirus.
Does it really?
It does, yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
Look it up, Junkyard.
I'm pretty sure that was photoshopped.
No, I found it because I was at work, and someone showed it to me.
Backup license. It's not gonna say it.
Yeah, it should, because they have to post like ingredients and shit.
Ingredients.
That's very. Do they also post?
All right, right there. Click on that one, and you'll see like it'll say like it should say coronavirus on there. I know the Lysol ones say for sure, and this one and these do too.
So is it the Lysol or is it the Clorox?
There should be both. So either one, just click on it. The point is like,
Oh, you're not gonna be able to see
Yeah.
that.
I'm looking at the picture.
does China not have these, or
Probably not.
let's see, where does it say?
Does not say coronavirus.
That's
I don't
a pet solution one.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
looking at pet wipes. No, sorry, your dogs are not protected against coronavirus with these wipes.
I mean, can dogs get coronavirus?
All right, and that one it should say it. Or don't you have any, Junkyard?
Yeah, probably upstairs.
All right. Well.
All right, well,
This is-
table it. This is not a coronavirus
This is
podcast.
at landing is as well as
The point is,
we probably hoped.
no, but it really does. So the point is, all you do is just get like a couple of those, and you're good. Like,
So what do you do? Eat them?
No, you empty them out.
no, what you do is you grab one, and you know how they're wet.
Yeah.
You like wring them out in your mouth,
Oh,
and you drink that. So,
can I just suck on them?
I mean, yeah, you can.
You could try, and then you you don't throw away the containers.
This one says wash hands after use.
What?
If you
defeats
eat
the
it, call
purpose.
Poison Control Center. So I'm pretty sure you can't do any of that.
Yeah, but you won't get coronavirus.
You have bigger.
you'll be
you
dead.
have bigger problems. So technically, I like that one thing that I saw that you put on Facebook the other day. That meme that you borrowed,
Which one?
where it said it was like a Reddit thread. It said, "Would you rather win $500,000 if you had a 50-50 chance
yeah.
of either winning $500,000 or dying? Would you do it?" And then the person said, "Either way, I'm not gonna have to go to work tomorrow."
Yeah, it's like, yes.
That's true.
Either way, I'm not going to work tomorrow.
So even if you like die, that gets rid of all your problems, right?
Yes.
No student loans,
Nope.
no car loans,
Nope.
no having to commit to any plans.
Yep. It's fantastic. I think it is.
Are we really is there really any negatives to this whole death thing? As a matter of fact, how can we speed up the coronavirus spread?
Well, it's speeding up. Italy has a shit ton right now. South Korea.
Ooh, so order
The
some,
CDC
pizza. All right.
And watch the world burn.
Well, no, order pizza because Italy.
Oh,
Korea, they got it too?
yep.
All right. Well, I'll go see Parasite again, hopefully.
So you watch Parasite in hopes of getting a parasite?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it.
Thanks for joining us again.
This is a terrible episode so far.
Tony should have stayed home.
I mean, I would, but I remember my commitment to the fans.
You did not remember.
What is this? So yeah, should we be worried? So
I'm not worried.
I have are you even gonna go to Japan?
Yeah, I'm still going to Japan.
But it's gonna be March, right?
It will be March soon, yes, in like 3 days. No, 4
And
days.
your trip is in May,
May.
so you gotta hope.
It'll be dead by then.
Or it'll be twice as strong.
See, but if it's twice as strong, then I'll probably already have it, so it's fine, right?
Maybe you'll be lucky and
I'll be immune?
because in the East it's already going on. So they're like
So they're going to be ahead. They're going to be ahead of the
yeah,
curve.
they're already ahead, like time wise.
Right.
They're ahead of it. So maybe by the time you get there, it'll be cured and be coming back here.
Well, right. So then they probably won't. What if they won't let me in over there because they already cured it and they're afraid that we're going to give it back?
Yeah. Like no, we already got rid of this. We already cleaned up this fucking mess. We don't need to restart it all over again.
Exactly. You fucking Americans are
Yeah.
all coronavirused up. So our friend / coworker brought up this morning. There was, I guess, an article from the New York Post saying that. Now there's a conspiracy going around saying that coronavirus was made, genetically engineered, if you will, to like and grow. I don't believe that that's true, but I guess there's an article saying that there might have been samples of it at a lab in Wuhan where it started.
Wuhan.
And the Chinese ministry has is trying to curb like spread of disease from labs, and I guess they may have originated it though.
So
The spread of the disease,
kind of like 28 days later.
kinda, except without the zombies.
So it's our fault.
That's
Well,
Chinese
it's
fault.
The Chinese.
Oh.
They're not. I'm pretty sure they're not called Chinese.
Huh?
Pretty sure they're not called Chinese.
That's not plural?
The Chinese.
Plural of Chinese is Chinese.
Well, I think the rumor about it being deliberate and it being a weapon was made by Rush Limbaugh. So I wouldn't really
No. But nobody said it was deliberate. It's just saying that it was technically already.
manufactured.
No. It's not even saying it's manufactured. All that article.
But that was
said,
a rumor.
Right. All that article said was that there is evidence to show that it was like original was in a lab, not necessarily created in a lab, but what they had samples.
They just had
of
it lying around.
Right. Pretty much. But that's not uncommon. Like there are a lot of labs, like CDC. There are CDC labs here in the United States that have all sorts of different types of
Terrible thing.
yeah,
How do we
fucking
get our,
virus,
How do we
like
get our hands on that stuff?
Ebola, shit like that, just so they can test it and see if they can find shit with it. You know, how do we get our hands on something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we need to
Break into a CDC lab.
because if we expose ourselves to it, we can build up our immunity before
That's
the
what I've
outbreak
been
starts.
saying. That's what I've been saying for years, and everybody thought I was just gross. But it turns out,
Is that why you eat ass?
huh?
Is that why you eat ass? So you can be immune to all the little
Dude, get them off you.
bugs and stuff.
I mean, That is one strategy. That is one strategy. Yes. I was going to say I bite and eat my fingernails.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Like you actually ingest your fingernails?
Maybe.
That's double gross.
I might. You know.
So when you shit, there's a little.
I sit at office all. No, I just absorb it back in my body.
And they grow back out.
Yeah.
What is you sitting in an office all day have to do with anything?
What I'm saying is sit at office all day. Lunchtime is at 12.
You can't wait.
I get a little hungry. So I'm sitting there messing with my nails, and they start to look, look a little good. And then when there's something like dark under my nail, like black,
Like dirt?
yeah, ooh, that's a little treat. So I just bite it. Sometimes use like especially if it's a long one,
That's disgusting.
use it as a toothpick, clean out my teeth. 2 birds with one stone. 3 birds with one stone because I'm building up my immune system. I haven't caught the flu in years. I get a little bit of diarrhea every now and then, but cleaning out my system.
It happens to Junkyard too. He gets tummy aches. Which is why he can't go out on weekends.
At least I don't try not to go out when it's like snow, like rainy and cold.
So the weather doesn't stop you.
Nope.
Just your tummy ache.
I don't get tummy aches.
Yeah, you do
I
get-
had hard shit and diarrhea. Well, the hard shit was
like-
way after.
You had a hard shit and diarrhea?
Well, I had diarrhea first. Then the next day I had a
He had
hard shit.
he had a fucking tummy
So you were
ache.
taking stool softeners and hardeners.
No, like it was really weird because I shed a lot one day,
The next
like
day.
too much, and then like the following day was like really hard and it hurt my asshole.
He's
It was
lying. It didn't
uncomfortable.
hurt.
It did hurt.
It didn't hurt. The circumference of his asshole is wide enough to where it wouldn't hurt.
It hurt a lot. My butthole is as tight as a dolphin's. Watertight.
How would you know how tight that is? Sicko.
Have you never seen a dolphin's
Have you
butthole?
never been to SeaWorld?
No, why would you go to SeaWorld? They're terrible.
It's fantastic. What are you talking
Where
about?
else are
They
you
do,
going to?
They do like dolphin tricks.
Where else are you going to diddle sea creatures?
In the ocean?
The ocean?
Those
No,
are
those are-
dirty sea creatures?
Yeah, those are dangerous sea creatures. The ones at SeaWorld are like
Well, that's
they're
why.
like tame.
It's got
Yeah.
that danger factor.
I ain't trying to diddle no shark. Put it in the wrong hole.
I like diddling whales.
There you go.
That's-
What kind of whales?
Sperm whales?
They have those are good too.
They become sperm whales.
Killer whales, beluga whales. I mean, you name it.
This is a very lowbrow podcast. What kind of book are you reading, Tony? Let's bring the quality up.
So I started reading this book, and it's really good. I recommend everyone read it.
Is it a video game strategy guide? That does count.
All right, fine. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yes, it was. No, so a friend of mine at work recommended it. She's like, "Oh, you should read this book," and I'm like, "Oh, what book is it?" And it's called "The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck." So at first, I thought it was one of those like,
Is it like a self-help book?
yeah, but I figured it was one of those like, oh, one of those books that just tells you like, hey, like, just don't give a fuck about shit, and you know, it has a more laissez-faire take on life and this and that. I'm like, but she's like, no, just read it. Like, it's actually pretty good. So I started reading it, and I'm a few chapters in, and it's actually pretty good. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be more like, like pretty like lame. I'd be like, oh, it's just one of those, you know,
Like Tony Robbins' books?
yeah, but no, it's actually really good. It talks about like, you know, the approach that certain people have on situations, and just how to like see things differently. And the concept is like to not give a fuck, but not in the way it's and you don't care about it. Like, oh, I don't give a fuck what happens, like, whatever. It's more as like, you know, we pick and choose what things we do give a fuck about and what things we don't. And a lot of the things that we do, we shouldn't. So there's certain things that we shouldn't care about, that we shouldn't give a fuck about, like what other people think,
Like this
things like that,
podcast.
like this podcast. But we do for whatever reason,
Because our listeners
because
care.
of our listeners. Exactly.
Our listeners care. We care.
Exactly. But no, it's pretty good. Like the chapter that I just finished reading, they talk about how they say that a lot of the most some like if you ever notice like some very very successful people have no business being successful, and they just
Like your boy on YouTube. What's his face? The Bitcoin guy.
and they don't really like, they're like, yeah, whatever. Like,
the guy with the glasses?
oh,
Yeah.
Ty Lopez.
Ty
Oh
Lopez,
my
there you
god,
go.
that guy's such a fucking twat.
Like that guy, he's really successful, right?
I mean,
Is it my? So I have this theory that it's not really a fucking theory. It's not like I'm a scientist and I came up with it. But I always had this like either it's if it comes to like a job interview or you're trying to talk to like a girl. Most of the time, the guy who doesn't let it stress about is the person that's gonna get it. Like if they don't worry about it, is that what it's kind of like?
yeah,
Like,
it's kind of like that because
yeah.
because the thing is like people become obsessed with like it's good to have goals. You know, you have goals you want to work towards, and the thing is that sometimes people don't realize that like the goal is not the end all be all. Kind of like when like say you want to become a doctor, right? You want to become a doctor, like I really want to become a doctor for whatever reason. You want to help people. You just want
prostate exams.
You want to do all the prostate exams. You know, want to have a field that you want to feel. You want to feel the
Check guys'
opioid
nuts and
crisis.
stuff?
Yeah, let's say you want to feel the opioid crisis. Whatever your reason is, you want to become a doctor. You know, and the thing is, like, a lot of people say, oh, because I love helping people. I love, making people feel better, things like that. But the thing is, if you want to become successful and if you really want to, like, achieve that, you have to love the process because you got to take into account it's going to take you, like, how many years of school, how many exams, how many nights, how many, like, whatever shit you got to write on. Like, same thing with a PhD. You got to put in all that work. And if you're not, like, in love with the work, with the process, then you're not going to get there. Just like a lot of people, like, they have this, like say, like one of the more common was like, oh, like I want to become a rock star, I want to become a famous musician. Like I'm gonna buy, I buy all these instruments, and I'm gonna practice. Like, yeah, well, you don't realize you really gotta put in time. You gotta go do all these shitty shows.
Yeah,
you gotta
promote yourself.
Exactly, and if you're miserable, like hating that whole process, and you're just like, I just can't wait till I make it. Like, oh, I hate doing this. If you can't accept that part, then chances are you're not going to be successful or you're not going to get to that goal because you have to love the process as well. And that's part of the things that he was talking about is like you have to, not give a fuck about like certain things like as you go along on the road and other things, you do.
So why don't you love the process of this podcast so we can be more successful?
I'm here. So I love clearly I love the process because I'm here.
You were just trying to get out of it like a few minutes ago.
I don't know what you're talking about, friend. I think you're lying.
Am I lying, Mamba?
Because I said I am on my way. Did I not say I was on my way?
It took you some convincing.
But did I not say I'm on my way?
Eventually,
Yeah.
As soon as we said we were recording without him, he right away changed his tune.
No, I'm like at first I'm like, all right, fine.
What a narcissist!
I
Once
guess
you find out he wasn't going to be involved in something,
I'm like, fine. I guess you guys talked me into it. So anyway, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I highly recommend it. It's not like a huge book. It's it's a quick read.
I've seen it all over the place.
It's actually pretty good. Yeah.
There's another book. I'm assuming it's like that.
The Secret?
The Secret.
No, it's not The Secret. It's a book called.
I heard that was trash.
A lot of people bought into it.
I mean, they did, but I mean, I never did. Did you guys ever buy into it?
I didn't.
didn't
It was
Yeah.
huge for a while. Don't you guys remember? Everyone was talking about it. It was like they made a movie about. I'm like,
Apparently, it's not that big of a secret.
Not anymore.
I have a book. I've been meaning to read it. Probably means that I need to read it because I think it's kind of like.
Is it The Adventures of Spider-Man?
No. I read that all the time. It's a book called You Badass You. It's like you, badass you, and I guess it's kind of like that.
Is it okay?
Like kind of, and I found it. I was walking up my car and it was just sitting on the floor next to my car, and I was like, "That's a sign. I should probably read this book. It'll help me out in life."
You just stole a book.
I found it 2 years ago and I still haven't read it. So
You stole it.
it was on the floor at the street.
Yeah, somebody might have went looking for it.
Maybe I like to think that they just tossed it. Like somebody needs this more than I do.
Somebody finally like, you know what? I finally achieved badassity.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should-
He's like,
You should have turned it into the police. Maybe someone was looking for
The
it.
police,
Yeah.
like a librarian.
Somebody. I mean, it wasn't yours.
Can I just have a free book?
I know, right? Damn, let him have a book. Fucking junkyard. Always trying to shit in someone's cereal.
What if I make good use out of it?
You haven't read it in 2 years. What good use are you taking?
Well,
I'm
he's gonna
getting
read it now?
around to it. I'm getting around to it. I got a lot of comic books to read
All right,
first.
well, you heard it here first. Mom was going to give you a book review next week.
I actually do read a lot of books.
Comic books?
No, I read comic books too, but I bought 2 books. I bought what's it called? I watched that show American Gods, and it was written by Neil Gaiman, and I knew it was based on a book, and I always wanted to read the book, but I watched the show first, and it's only on the second season, and I don't even know if there's going to be a third season. So I said I'll just buy the book and read it. So that's in my queue. And I bought a book by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Ooh, astrophysics.
Astrophysics.
People in a hurry.
For people in a hurry.
Yeah, I got that one too.
I got that one too. Oh, you have it? Did you read it?
I have it on audio.
Okay. Well, that's not reading.
I know.
That's listening.
I know. But I got it for free on Google
Yeah.
Play Books or whatever the fuck it is.
All right, so next week, book review.
A whole book. Like,
Like a book report.
Yeah, book report.
all right. I'll. Yeah, I could do that. That's fine.
All right, read the book.
The which one should I read though? The Neil deGrasse Tyson one is not that demanding.
the badass one.
I don't even know.
Is that a
if-
big one?
No, that one's kind of small
Where
too.
you probably lost it already.
No, it's in my house.
It's probably out in the street again.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
I gave it to somebody who needs it more
all right,
than I do.
All right, so next week you're gonna give us a book report on that,
Okay, I'll give you a book report.
This isn't a book podcast.
and then next week,
We need to do something because we just talked about diddling dolphins
yeah,
for 5 minutes. So I'd like to do something else for a change.
yeah, and then I'll do my book review. I should be done with it by next week.
Okay, we'll do this,
And then
we'll compare
Junkyard-
notes.
No one gives a fuck.
You listen to your audiobook.
I was
Yeah.
listening to Andrew Yang's book.
He has a book.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called. Oh my god! It's the title is escaping me right now.
Well,
Uh,
you know what else escaped? The presidential nomination.
I know.
That also escaped from him.
Shit. Actually, I started reading it. I started reading before he.
All right, well,
like,
whatever.
years
You
ago.
can talk about your Andrew Yang book next week.
It's basically about the third industrial revolution or third inning of the industrial revolution.
The third inning.
Yeah.
So you managed to sneak a baseball reference to something and make it even more boring.
The war on normal people. There you go. Jesus Christ! I don't know. I couldn't think of it. The war on normal people.
Is that
All right, what do the reviews look like?
about how robots are going to take over?
Yes.
What's the
And automation.
what's the Rotten Tomatoes rating on it?
There's no Rotten Tomatoes. It's not a movie. It's a book.
All right, well, have they made a movie about it yet?
No.
All right, when they do, let me know what the Rotten Tomatoes says.
Let's hear. I'll give you the reviews here, though, if you'd like.
All right, fine, give me the
Like
review.
see what people are saying. But I enjoyed it quite thoroughly. It's 4.3 out of 5. 96% of Google users have liked this book.
So you should read it then.
Almost 5 stars over here on Goodreads.
You should read it then.
I already like. Well, I was listening to it.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, I said read it, not listen.
No, I don't know how to read.
I knew it.
I'm illiterate,
I mean, it's not too late to learn.
and plus, I don't have time to read it. Like
Oh, you have
the read.
so much goddamn
I
No, I
time.
don't.
don't have time to read.
I'm gonna lay out my day for you. This is what I do. I wake up, take a shower, go to work, come home, study, and when I'm done, I usually am able to catch one episode, maybe 2 of a
Well, there you
certain
go. You
show.
don't. You
Of
don't.
what? Yeah, you don't need that.
You
Yeah,
don't
I
have to
do.
watch it.
Yeah, because
Episode
I'd
of
rather
what?
be. I'm currently rewatching Friday Night Lights.
So you're rewatching. So
Yeah,
it's
because
not
my wife
even-
has never seen it before.
Okay,
so-
well, you're
She can watch it by
She can
herself.
watch it.
no.
Okay, so
there's a lot of things I've
then
forgotten.
so then you need to rephrase your statement. It's like it's not that you don't have.
Yeah,
time.
I don't have time because that's
No, no,
priority.
no.
See,
no,
so
no.
so
No,
like
you,
just
no,
like
no, you have the time.
just like your book you're reading,
No.
how it says you give a fuck
You
about
should-
some things
you
and don't
should-
give a fuck about
no,
others.
so
I don't give a fuck
no,
about reading a book
You do have time.
because it's not a priority.
You do have
so
time.
No, I don't have time.
No, you do have time.
Time is what I make of it.
You do have time. You
I don't
just
have time.
choose not to.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
because
have
it's your
time.
choice. The time is there.
The time is not there.
Oh, it's there. You just choose to watch something you've already seen before instead of.
And I'm also
learning
watching
something
other things
new.
that I haven't seen. Like Better Call Saul just came on. The Outsider, I'm watching that.
That's not very necessary.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Okay, so you're watching trash.
The Outsider is a fantastic show. First of all, Better Call Saul is a great show.
It's okay.
I'm very aware of those things. I heard great things about them, but you have the time necessary.
Yeah.
I do not have time because those take precedence over.
Well, yeah.
Well,
no,
then
no.
don't,
I do know- I do
don't say that you don't have
I
the
do
time.
enough-
Exactly.
I do enough reading throughout the day when I'm fucking reading.
Yeah, but don't say you don't have the
bullshit.
time
I
when
don't have
clearly
time.
you do.
I don't have time.
No, you just choose not to.
No,
make the
I don't have time.
The time is there.
That's not there.
I don't think you understand the concept of.
Yeah, time is a human-made thing.
Construct.
Time, yeah, it is a construct. Time doesn't actually exist.
You could.
Time is what we
You should probably
perceive.
sleep less.
I don't sleep that much. I fall asleep about like 10:30, 11ish.
Uh huh.
I wake up about 6 in the morning. Depending on the day.
Yeah, you could. So
Sometimes I'll wake up
like
at 5:45.
7 hours. You could cut that down to like 6, 5.
No, that's not healthy.
Yeah, you don't need to read like 3
That's not
hours.
healthy.
You don't need to read like 3 hours out of the day. You can just read a little bit.
I read more than that because I'm reading shit for school. So I read like
Yeah, but you should also read stuff like
5 hours.
You should read other stuff like to enrich your mind.
I am enriching my mind. It's called learning.
No, but you should like read other stuff like on the side.
Why? When I'm enriching my mind with other shit that is actually useful.
Okay, so I see this is not a conversation you want to have. You just want to
Stuff,
be
stuff that will better
right.
better myself professionally.
I see. You just want to be an edgelord and not have an actual discussion. So we'll move on.
There's no winning that argument.
I mean, he just wants to like. I'm an edgelord. I have no time. Time is a construct.
It is a construct.
Okay, bro. I'm just saying the time's there.
It's not there.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm busy.
So
Yeah,
you're saying
okay,
that
okay. Yes, edgelord.
so you could tell us about what you listened to next
Yeah,
week.
see, I have time to listen because I have time between in my travel between work and home.
Why don't you
That's when I use my time to listen to stuff, or if I'm driving somewhere.
You could do it at work.
I do sometimes, but I also read when I'm at work. I read my fucking. I study like.
You study at
I,
work?
yeah, so I study at work. I study here.
So do I.
All I do is study when
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
too.
when I have free time.
And I still find time to read.
You don't study? What the fuck are you studying? You goddamn liar.
I study life.
You're doing a poor job. You're not learning anything, clearly.
I didn't get to where I'm at by not reading and not studying.
What are you doing in this podcast?
I'm talking about this podcast. I'm talking about it like outside of this podcast, like at work.
You play Dragon Ball Z?
That didn't help me in my job interview.
You watch like 100 TV shows more than I do.
I do watch a lot of TV.
So what are you doing?
I am enriching my mind because
That's very useful.
because time is a construct.
It is a construct.
Time is what the fuck? Say it doesn't exist.
It's man-made.
No, time is no. I think you got it wrong. Time keeping track of time. That's man-made.
No, you can't.
That's
Prove
what
you
has
can't really
flaws.
prove there's time.
Oh, okay, forget it, Chuck.
You can't.
Forget it. Move on, edgelord.
Like technically, how do we know that yesterday even happened? Like the only thing we know is today. Like our memories of yesterday. What if they were a dream?
You know what else we know? That we need to move on. What's next on the agenda?
We don't have an agenda. We never have an agenda on this
Oh,
podcast.
okay, great.
But you said you had a lot to say. So
I do have lots to say.
So
That book is great, and everyone should read it. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, have you guys seen McMillions on HBO?
no, I don't have time to watch
McDonald's
McMillions.
I've heard of it.
It's pretty good. So, for those that don't know, it's about how the whole Monopoly game at McDonald's has been
Rigged.
for like, I don't know how many years.
I mean, we all knew that.
By the mob.
No, but just in
Organized
general.
crime.
I mean, you're talking to somebody that used to eat McDonald's breakfast, lunch, dinner. You're telling me I couldn't win one fucking boardwalk
you couldn't win one Dodge Viper.
Park Place.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't get one of these.
How close were you to filling that bitch up?
I mean, I'm sure
There was times I got pretty close.
Yeah.
everyone got close.
I was out. Yeah, I always was
everyone filled up everything except that one last one for each one.
I was thinking that was probably. I was like, maybe it's regional, but I was like, that probably.
No,
You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought it was too, but it's not. It's not like it. Like there's only basically you can fill up the entire board, and you'll always be missing that one
That
railroad
one piece.
You'll miss.
So maybe those pieces are just super rare.
Yeah.
Like they purposely limit.
yeah.
I mean,
To like one or two.
Yeah.
Just like
And organized crime,
and I remember they used to alternate. Like 1 year they used to have like 1 million boardwalks, but no park places.
Yeah.
And another year they have 1 million park places, but no boardwalks. And then they would only have one of those instant ones, but that was always that was scammed by the mob. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting show.
Did they stop that?
They don't do it anymore.
Because was it Jewel? I think Jewel does it.
Jewel?
Yeah, they do like their own. I don't know if it's the same thing. But it's a Monopoly game.
What do? You like buy groceries and shit? And then
Yeah, basically, you go buy groceries and they give you a piece. They give you a little like
many-
it's the exact same thing as McDonald's. You
How many
get.
pieces for eating the groceries?
They don't give you anything for eating groceries, just for buying.
Okay.
You can buy all the groceries you want. They don't care about if you eat them or not.
Oh,
Those or any other groceries. Especially Mama's
You get a sour
groceries.
taste in your mouth. That's your prize.
It tastes like copper.
Uh huh.
So anyway, so you recommend us watching McMillions?
yes.
I
pretty
don't
good.
have time for that.
No, I'm saying I recommend our listeners.
Oh, okay, good. So not me.
No,
Okay, good.
no one gives a fuck about you, Tucker.
I'm busy watching Outsider. Now that's a fantastic show. You should watch that. It's based off a Stephen King book. It's like reading, right? Because it's based off a book. It's similar.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it's like when you were in school and they asked you to do a book report and you watched the movie instead.
If that's the case,
Nobody did that.
technically
Everybody did that.
a coloring book is also
Yeah.
reading material.
But anyway, The Outsider is fantastic. It's got a little bit of everything: action, comedy, creepiness. It's really fucking creepy.
Is it a horror?
fantastic.
Is it a horror show?
Yes and no. It's like horror / science fiction / drama.
Is it like sounds like True Detective?
It's very True Detective like, yes, but with I guess like a horror / sci-fi spin to it.
Jason Bateman's in there, right?
Yes,
I'll watch it just for Jason Bateman alone.
that's what I said
That
when I
is
first
like-
watched
that
it.
Dude, everything that dude touches is like gold.
Like
Not,
Ozark.
it wasn't always like that though.
What?
Jason Bateman's
Yeah, I
career.
know. You have to-
He started with Hogan's Family.
What?
Hogan's Family.
I don't know what that is.
There was a show in like the late '80s, early '90s. That's where he made his big break.
Never heard of it.
Anyway, or is that what it was?
Maybe it wasn't that big of a break. 'cause I
Hogan's
never-
Heroes?
No, not Hogan's Heroes. Or maybe it was called. Was it?
I never heard of that either.
You never heard of Hogan's Heroes?
I've heard
With
of
Colonel
it.
Clink.
No, I've never.
I even made a reference of it on the series.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I know
the only
of it.
reason why I know it's a thing is because of The Simpsons.
Yeah, Hogan Family. That's what it's called. Hogan Family. That's right. Hogan Family with Jason Bateman.
Oh yeah, but I didn't really know about him until he was on Arrested Development.
No, this was his big break. This was
But
where
I'm
he
saying,
was.
like- I
mean,
He
it
was
wa-
a young child actor.
I understand that.
How big of a break? Because I never heard of him.
You never heard of Jason Bateman?
I mean, I never heard of this
Oh,
show.
yeah.
And his sister was on Family Ties, Justine Bateman. Anyway,
I've literally never heard of this show. It looks
It
like
is a
every other sick family sitcom.
it was actually at the time it was one of many family sitcoms because they were big in the early '90s. Along with Family Ties, it was on around Family Ties, Silver Spoons, Webster. What's the one with Gary Coleman?
Who's the boss?
Yeah, no, that's not Who's the Boss. But Who's the Boss was on around that time. No,
Oh yeah, that's with Tony Danza.
yes, Tony Danza,
Who's the boss?
which is the one with Gary Coleman.
That's
You don't know, Tony. You didn't watch.
that's
you didn't have a TV.
Small
when,
Wonder.
that is not a small one. That was with the robot.
That's a very good guess though.
Am I close?
There is a small child in there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first you gotta spell his name right. Gary Coleman age.
Anyway, so yeah, it was big. It was big, and then he did a whole lot of nothing.
It was the Gary Coleman show.
It was not the Gary Coleman.
I mean, it says right there, the Gary Coleman
No,
show.
I'm sure he did have a show, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, he had a show. It's called the Gary Coleman
No.
Show.
It was not the Gary Coleman show. They might maybe in the future they changed it because he was the only famous person on there at the time.
And then everybody else died.
No, they all became drug addicts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A
Actually,
couple of
he-
them died.
Different-
The girl
different-
died. No, different strokes.
Different strokes,
The
that's
girl died. His sister.
Yeah, that's right. She did die.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, drug overdose.
Anyway, so yeah, it was on through all those times, through all those shows.
Hold on, why can't I hear?
There you go. You got it.
I can only hear like on. Oh, there we go.
So yeah, it was big, man. And then he didn't do shit for years till.
He did drugs.
No, I'm not talking about Jason Bateman.
Oh,
Jason Bateman after Hogan's Family, he did Teen Wolf 2. Shortly after Hogan Family. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Was he the lead?
Yeah, he was Teen Wolf.
Oh, I don't remember Teen Wolf 2.
Oh, he was a boxer. So you remember in the first Teen Wolf, Michael J. Fox played basketball?
Yeah.
It was his cousin in the second one, was Jason Bateman, and he was a boxer.
I thought it was.
Very cool.
I thought that other guy was Teen Wolf.
Michael
Who?
J. Fox.
Yeah.
He was first Teen Wolf. Then Jason Bateman was the second Teen Wolf.
Oh, so it's one of those low budget sequels.
No, it wasn't low
That
budget.
nobody asked for,
Yeah.
like
It was a sequel.
Karate Kid 3.
Yeah, it's like
Dude,
Karate-
that Karate Kid 3 was fantastic. You're talking about the next Karate Kid. That's one that nobody asked for.
Yeah.
With
Hilary
Hilary
Swank.
Which one is it?
basically-
Yeah,
so,
with Hilary
so,
Swank.
so Teen Wolf 2 was like the next Karate Kid.
Yes.
Like, nobody wanted it, nobody asked for it, but here it is anyway.
And I watched it. And it
or
was,
like-
it's fantastic.
3 Ninjas 2. Like 3 Ninjas 1.
It was fantastic. What are you talking
Yeah, it was great. I don't need another one. You already killed it, that movie. I don't need to see the second one. When
And
they
they-
go to
they-
Japan,
about? Yeah.
be One was good enough.
What about the Mighty Ducks? Those all three of them were great.
There was 3 of them?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, D3, right?
where they were in high school.
I'm not a big fan of hockey, so I didn't watch it.
Oh, I
Even
love-
as a kid, I was like, yeah, this is kind of boring.
I love Mighty Ducks. Anyway, so after that, he didn't do anything. He literally did like almost nothing. He was like off the map till, like you said, till Arrested Development, and then he started blowing up again. Then he did, the movie with Jennifer Aniston, The Switch. That's what it was called. And he started, doing more and more
Well,
stuff.
he blew up before that, or he did stuff before that.
He did almost nothing before. Like I'll even look it up.
Before the Switch?
No, I'm saying before Arrested Development, he almost did nothing. Like, and if he did stuff, it was very not.
All right, well, this isn't a Jason Bateman podcast.
It should be a Jason Bateman podcast. It should be called The Rise and Fall of Jason Bateman.
Fall.
The rise, he hasn't fallen.
Well, it's the rise, the fall, and the rise again
Ozark
of Jason
is
Bateman.
great.
That's what I'm saying. The rise, the
No,
fall,
because the first
and the
rise
rise
doesn't
again.
count because nobody remembers it.
Yeah, I remember it. I'm sure there's
Like I
lots
said,
of other people that remember
no one
it.
important remembers it.
But yeah, people.
No, nobody does.
Look at that.
Nobody remembers
He
it.
started. Oh, he was in Silver Spoons too. Look, Little House on the Prairie, Little Spoons, Knight Rider.
Do you got any other topics you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want
Look,
to talk
there's
about,
Teen Wolf 2 right there.
I literally want to talk
1987.
about anything else but this right now.
Look, Can't Buy Me Love. Okay, this is in the
Nobody
90s,
cares.
right? And then you look. He didn't do anything like.
You know what I really like?
So
Yesterday was February 24th. So they held a memorial for Kobe Bryant and his daughter.
oh yeah,
And I like that memes like are full circle now. So Michael Jordan got up on stage.
oh yeah. So it was,
And started like talking, and he started crying.
and then he's like, I told, and
Like
he-
in a form of self-awareness.
He's like-
What's it called? Meta? There's a word for meta. It's like where something's like self-aware.
yeah, he was he was funny. He's like, I told my wife I wasn't gonna do this. He's like, I told my wife I wasn't gonna cry. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to look at another crying Jordan meme. I'm gonna have to look at another meme for another 4 years.
That was very, very
Yes,
good.
Everyone was like rolling, but that was true. That was true. As soon as he started crying, like he knew, he's like, "Fuck, here comes another crying Jordan for another." Man, those crying Jordan memes are like so hilarious, though.
They last though.
Yeah, they're like there's this. I remember we talked about it before. Like there's this Facebook group called Crying Jordan.
Yeah, cry Jordan.
And like it's funny because in all the memes it's become like a news source, not because they post articles,
But they'll like
but because whenever I see, like, I remember if like
you could tell who lost.
yeah, you can tell who lost and who won just by the crying Jordan, and like and not just sports, like they don't give a fuck. Like,
Elections.
like when they have elections and they show like
I knew Hillary Clinton lost or Donald Trump won because there was a crying Jordan
on
over Hillary
over
Clinton.
Hillary. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we know who won. Yeah. And then I knew Andrew Yang because I saw crying Jordan on him. I'm like, okay, well, I guess he's out.
So it's a way to like you stay informed of both.
You stay informed, but you stay informed in a way where you don't have to like you don't got to read no headlines. You don't have to delve deep in anything. You just look at it like, okay, I know what's going on. I know what happened. I know who lost. I know who's taking the L this week.
It's been 12. It was 12 years he was out of the spotlight.
Who?
Jason Bateman.
Joker, no one fucking we moved on.
I have not.
Like, clearly,
91 to 2003.
This is
FYI.
why this is why you're a shitty producer. By the way, this is why you're not the talent.
That is why
Because
this podcast is,
because if it were up to you, you'd be like talking about Jason Bateman for the past like 30 minutes,
yeah. So
and that does not make good entertainment.
it makes great entertainment. People want to know where he was for all these years.
I doubt it.
Everybody wants to know where Jason Bateman was.
Not even Jason Bateman wants to listen to a podcast.
about Jason.
About Jason Bateman.
We should talk about his sister, Justine Bateman.
All right, go ahead, Junker. Talk about her.
She was on Family Ties. She was sexy.
You don't got any segments or anything lined up?
Yeah, I got segments.
Okay, well,
But you guys always say no segments, so why are we gonna do segments?
I don't know.
well, we kind of want him now because you're really dragging this down with some useless Jason Bateman information.
Oh, Mamba started it.
Yeah, but he was quick to like, all right, let's move on. But then you're like, no, wait, hold on. Let's,
man.
let's look at his life.
What
Let's
did
look
you
at his
get?
accomplishment. Like,
Jason Bateman's life is my passion, guys.
What did you guys do this weekend?
I watched the Paul Felder fight. Paul Felder versus Hooker.
Oh, I got
Hooker
an update.
What?
So remember how I kind of made fun of my brother-in-law because he moved out. He got a house.
He has a house because he has a house subscription.
He got a house. He has a house subscription. Yes.
He doesn't own the house, but he has a subscription to live in a house.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Did a subscription get canceled?
No. Not yet. But I actually Saturday he had a get together for his family, and of course my girlfriend wanted me to go, and I went. And I will say that I kind of ate crow a little bit because now I could see why, even if I thought it was silly at first, I could see why he would do it because it's a nice house for like 20-something-year-old guys. It's
Yeah, it's like a frat house.
It's a frat house, but it's 3 floors, basement, main floor, and then the second floor, and you could tell 4 dudes definitely live there, especially by the smell of dank when I walked in. It smelled like weed that was covered up by like
Lysol.
yeah, Febreze or some shit. Like, good try, guys. Good job opening up the windows. But there's 4 guys over there. He has a room on the second floor, and his room is actually like big. I think his room is almost as big as our apartment. So kudos to him. Good job. I don't know. He probably doesn't listen to this, but good job out of him.
For now.
Until the subscription runs out.
Until the owner of the house decides to settle down, start a family.
And he's like, all right, guys.
Yeah, you guys gotta go.
They're like, wait, but I thought this was our house.
Yeah.
Not according to the deed.
Yeah,
Nope, exactly. He's like, you have 30 days to vacate, or what is it?
The eviction.
The eviction notice are
process,
coming. Yep.
Have you guys ever been evicted? Well, I know you haven't because you've never been anywhere to be evicted from.
Exactly.
Mama, have you ever been evicted?
Have I ever been evicted? Like, personally?
Yes.
No, but I lived in a house where I lived in an apartment. Yeah, actually, yeah, I take that back. I have. Now that I think about it, I lived in apartments and a house that they were like, yeah, you got to get the fuck out already.
Oh, no.
I don't think it ever got that bad, but
They just suggested you leave promptly.
so my mom had a house for a while that she bought for my grandparents. She was basically a single mom, and then my dad slithered his way back in once she found out that my mom got a house. So then we all lived there as a family together. But I think the mortgage payments got too expensive, and they ended up they tried to sell it, but they couldn't sell it. So the bank foreclosed on it. They were like, y'all gotta get the fuck out.
Damn.
And that's it? Did you guys leave?
Well,
Yeah.
clearly.
What else?
What do you think they did?
We're not squatters.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So did you leave Mamba?
You should have.
No, I'm still there.
Yeah,
There's no heat or running water, but
but he's still there.
Hey, but after so long, yeah, you get squatters' rights. It becomes the property becomes yours.
I should. Well, that will hold up in court, right? Especially
Actually,
since
is a law. Yeah,
especially since I don't know if he built it. I might have to fact check it. But my grandfather lived there prior. It was my grandparents' house,
right.
and I'm like, I inherited it
Yeah,
through my family.
right.
The bank doesn't own that.
Nope, sure don't. So how'd you get kicked out if they didn't own it?
Huh?
How'd you get kicked out if
What
they
do you
didn't own it? You said you got kicked out or you got evicted or whatever.
Yeah, the bank
Oh, the bank.
foreclosed on it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, my mom had to. She had to. Then my parents, they split up for the last time. Thank God. And then my mom moved with my sisters. And then I moved in with my old man, which we got an apartment together, which we proceeded to get evicted.
Oh, so then you got evicted from that place. I gotcha.
Yeah, he was pretty bad with. I mean, the cool thing is that when I was living with my old man, he never asked me for money or anything,
Right.
which was pretty noble of him. He used to steal my shit, but he never asked for it, so that's pretty respectable.
Did they steal your money?
Huh?
Did they steal your money?
Hell yeah. We got to a fist fight once because he
Oh,
stole
no.
my money. I was dating this girl and I was gonna take her out for Valentine's Day, and then
Dad's like, nope.
yeah, I hid, like, he was so good. He was like a fucking bloodhound when it came to money. If you hid money, he'll find it. So I think I didn't even hide it that well. I put it in my mattress or some shit. And then I look, like, the day before Valentine's Day, I stopped there. And I'm like, did you take money from my room? He was like, yeah, I needed it. I'm like, okay, well, can I get it back? I'm taking my girlfriend out for Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Nope.
He's like, I don't have it. And I was like, I said some shit. I think I raised my voice and got really pissed. And he had a bowl of cereal in his head. He didn't like that. So he got up, put it down, started swinging. And
did you swing back?
Well, you had no choice.
I swung back, but I didn't hit him. I hit his window, and it was a glass plane. Oh no, his door. It was a glass plane door. So my hand went through it,
Oh,
and then I pulled it back out, and I'm
You're all
just bleeding all over the place.
Oh.
So then I go to my mom's house, and I show up with a bloody hand, and then I'm like, "Where's mom?" She was like, "She's at work." I'm like, "All right, well, I guess I got to go pay her a visit." So I'm bleeding. I go.
Was she upset?
Hell yeah, she was upset. It was like 12 o'clock at night. I take the bus to my girlfriend's house. I'm gushing blood on the bus. People are looking at me. And then I get to my girlfriend's house. I'm like, yeah, I got to a fight with my dad. And she was like, she started like crying because it wouldn't stop bleeding. So I called up my
She
mom.
thought you were gonna die.
That was good. It was like over the hand. It wasn't like any veins or anything. At least I don't think so.
I mean, you're still alive, so it's cool.
Yeah,
right?
still alive. Lose a little blood.
Yeah.
And then
Losing blood's good for you.
yeah, like she borrowed her mom's car, took me to the hospital, and they patched me up. They gave me a few stitches.
Good as new.
Yeah, as
Did
good
they-
as I
did
could
they-
get.
Did they give you any opioids?
I wish that's back before they became popular.
Methamphetamines.
That was on a long rant. I apologize, but that's a story
That
of
was
how I got
interesting.
evicted a couple times.
I got evicted once when I lived in St. Louis.
I should have a segment about terrible family memories.
Is that like every podcast?
I
I mean, almost every podcast you have terrible family members.
told my girlfriend one the other day, and she was like, "That is terrible."
Which one was that?
Did you make her cry?
She felt bad for me.
Oh,
The same apartment I was living with my old man, and it was like middle of the night. He comes home with some dude, some shady ass looking motherfucker, and I'm sitting.
his drug dealer.
Not his dealer, his buddy. I was sitting in the living room, probably playing video games or some shit. I forgot.
What was big at the time?
This was 360,
Oh,
so I was playing like Street Fighter 4 or some shit like that. I forgot which one it was. But I'm in the living room chilling, and my dad shows up all drunk with his shady friend, and then he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to your room really quick, so just stay out here." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
were they gonna have
What?
homosexual?
No, he's like, that's not gay.
Yeah, I mean,
At least I don't know. He might be. It's possible.
I mean, it's cool if he is.
Yeah, I was like, first I was like, why don't you, if you're gonna do your drugs, go to the bathroom. They can decide to go to my room. So I'm like, what are you doing? So I try to open the door. This guy has his foot on the door. So I start pushing it. I like managed to shove the door open, and then my dad's sitting on my bed. And he has one of my video game cases, and he's like cutting up his coke, and he's about to do a line. So I get pissed.
Yeah, because
You're getting coke all over.
You're
my
getting
bed.
coke all over my video games. That's a collector's item.
yeah, you can't just buy
I
the
get
case.
coke all over my video game, and I like knock it out of his hand, and
Oh.
coke goes flying everywhere. So he's like pissed.
Of
so
course
he
he
gets
is.
it.
You know that
Probably because
that
he
shit's
did.
not cheap.
Yeah, I just.
And that was the money he stole from you to buy that
Yeah.
coke. No, you have no.
So he gets
Coke
pissed, and he just like pushes me, chokes the shit out of me, and starts wailing on me. And then after a while, maybe he got tired from not having coke. And then he's like, let's get out of here. And him and his friend like dip out. I was like, Dave, my dad's a cokehead. Like I knew he did it. I just never actually seen him do it.
But you technically didn't see him doing it that
You
time
didn't see him
either.
do that time either because you.
You know what?
That was him.
I didn't see him snort it.
Exactly.
So you can honestly say you've never seen your old
I've
man
never
snort?
seen him, but he was about to.
How do you know? Maybe he was cutting it for his friends.
So you did him a solid.
He was. This is why my friend has Parkinson's. He can't cut it by his. There could be an accident.
Yeah,
That was very selfish thinking of me.
yeah. You should have been like, hey, let me get some.
Yeah.
Should have took a bump.
So after they left and you picked up the case, there was obviously some residue on it.
Yeah.
I
No,
know,
I didn't.
I know you didn't let that go to waste.
I did not. I did not.
Did you snort up the coke that was all over the
No,
ground?
this is even before I started drinking. So like, cocaine was like, no way, drugs are bad.
but now
Now I might be a little bit.
You might be inclined to do
I
something.
might be just a little sniff.
Just so,
Take the edge off.
so what's going on over here?
You should go see him now and go rough him up.
Oh, wild man.
Yeah.
Probably could.
That's what I'm saying. So you like get back all the times he hit you.
Yeah, I'm bigger than him.
Right. So
Not surprised.
So shut up. Your dad thinks you're gay.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, he actually like hit me up last week, and he was like, because I don't really talk to him that much. He was like, "Hey, it's been a while." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You want to hang out?" Because apparently he turned his life around. I don't hold any grudges against him. He's married. I'm like indifferent to it, but he's married.
You should ask him for that money back. Like hey,
Yeah, I should, right? But he moved to Rockford with his wife, and he's like a nurse's assistant, a medical. He might be a medical assistant. That's like the most embarrassing part. Like if somebody was like, "Yeah, your dad do drugs," I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." But if somebody was like, "Yeah, your dad's a medical assistant," I'm like, "Shut up." Everest College has a great medical assistant program. But he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" I was like, "He's like, I'm coming Chicago to pick up your sister and hang out with her. Come with, and I'll treat you to food." I was like, "Okay." And then, yeah, that motherfucker never hit me up.
so not only does he owe you money, he owes you food.
He owes me a hot meal.
That was promised. You should tell him like, hey, you know I didn't eat that day, right? Because I was waiting for you.
He'd probably say, "I don't believe it."
And he's probably like, "You need more of that."
Yeah, he did.
Get him off you.
I said he said that, not me.
Dude, get him off you, dog.
You're taking my dad's side?
No, I'm not. I think that was very mean of him to say something like that.
Dude, he's saying your dad did you a favor. Tell him.
I did not say that.
You did just say
Yeah,
that.
you're putting words in my mouth.
Get him off you.
You know, Joker, I was going to say something very mean, but I'm not going to say it.
You can just whisper it. Whisper it to me.
No, and it would be funny, and I would feel bad about saying it.
What? Enough about your father. Let's hear about your grandfather.
Oh, your grandfather's
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, that fucking guy too.
Every time you see like, oh, my grandpa hit me up, or I hit my
I try to-
it always ends up in a hilarious exchange.
So I've already talked about my
My
grandfather's
favorite
podcast.
my favorite ones where he doesn't
He
want to tell you where
he doesn't want to tell me where he lives. I found
he
out
might narc on
I
him?
found out the area he lives. He actually lives like a mile or two away from me. But
Ooh.
it'd be very convenient for me to go visit him.
But he won't tell you where
He won't tell me where he
Just
lives.
start knocking on doors.
because you'll narc on him.
Start knocking on doors.
He won't tell you because you a narc.
Yeah, you might narc on him.
And what if I do find out and I show up to his place? He's like,
What
like,
the
who told
fuck are you doing here?
Who told you where I was? But yeah, after work, I called him up because I haven't talked to him. I was seeing how he's doing. He's old. He's like almost 90. And I was like, "Hey, you know, I don't work weekends anymore. Do you want to come hang out? You know, we'll go get something to eat." And he got really quiet. He was like, "Well, you know, I got stuff going on. Let me just see what I'm doing this weekend. I'll call you Friday and let you know." I was like, "Okay."
Like, motherfucker, you're 80.
Yeah, you're 80. You're 80 plus years old. What could you have going on
Apparently.
Maybe he's
besides getting your affairs in order?
got like baby girls.
That's possible. He's always been pretty popular with women. Also, he's kind of racist, but for some reason he likes black women.
Interesting.
I never understood that.
I mean,
Kind of like, what's that movie? Monsters Ball?
Oh yeah,
oh,
you're
Billy
right.
Bob. Was he racist?
Is that what
Yeah,
the
he
point?
was racist
that,
as fuck.
that was the point in the movie? He was racist.
He was racist. Well, he was kind of racist, but his dad was like the racist, like straight up. And I guess that's just how he was raised. But then he fell in love with.
With Halle Berry.
I mean, who
I
wouldn't?
mean, who wouldn't?
I mean,
And she wanted him to make her feel good.
Can you make me feel good?
Yeah. After her fat son died.
Did he kill him? Did he hit him?
No, he didn't kill him. Someone else killed him.
An accident, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, let's be
Yeah, I
honest.
haven't seen that movie.
Let's be honest. That kid was gonna die anyway.
What was
Whoa.
that?
I don't know.
Your Alexa's listening to us.
No, I don't know.
why is your Alexa listening?
I don't know.
Throw it away.
Because the government wants to hear what we're saying.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
That's fine. They get it. They get it on iTunes later anyway, like the rest of
I'm
them.
sure, I'm sure the government subscribes to our podcast anyway. So
So yeah,
So yeah, listen next week. I'll try to come up with another repressed memory.
oh, let's. We have an email, guys. It's from Boots, our dear friend Boots O'Donovan. He says, "Dear podcast fools, the other day I had a bit of a headache, which caused me to leave my wallet at home, which in turn..."
What does that mean?
What?
I had a bit of a headache, so I left my wallet.
Yeah,
at
so
home?
here, just listen to this.
Oh,
So I left my,
he had a bit of a headache, which caused me to leave my wallet at home.
yeah,
So his head hurt, and because he forgot his wallet.
right.
Just like with Joker, its tummy hurt.
Yeah,
He's
his
like,
tummy hurts. Oh, my tummy hurts. I can't do anything. I'm incapacitated. I'm like, all right, like a little bitch.
Yeah, it's like when it's like, 60 degrees outside and Tony says it's too cold to go outside.
when it's drizzling outside.
And Tony's like, it's inclement weather.
He's like, oh, my tummy hurts.
I might get wet.
Why are you such a bitch?
Look who's talking. You're the bitchiest of the bitches. You're the queen bee. Anyway,
Read the goddamn email.
so which caused me to leave my wallet at home, which in turn meant that I couldn't pay my rent in time and incurred a ruinous fee. I then got a free popsicle on my way home, which I thought was fortunate, but it actually made me sick. I got home and found out that my wife left me preemptively because she thought I would end up homeless and unemployed. Oh wait, that didn't happen because internet curses aren't real. Unlike the virus attached to his email, which has already infected Danny's whole network of shitty laptops. On another note, I'm not a traitor. I'm your most loyal detractor, Boots.
All right, so
And there's a little,
it says
little virus.
open me.virus.
Should I open it?
Of course.
All right, let's open this bitch. Oh, there's no preview available. I have to download it.
That is hilarious.
Let's download it.
So, yes, internet viruses are real, and just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. So the next time you stub your toe, the next time you drink some water and it goes down the wrong hole, just remember that was me.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Are you like ISIS? You just claim every bad thing that happened?
Yes.
Why are you going like the long way to open this?
I had to download it, and this is Vivaldi, so it's not like it's Chrome. I can't just like. Let me see. Open. I can't just open a virus file just like all willy nilly. I got to open it with like special tools, to make sure it stays quarantined in case this is a real virus file.
He wouldn't do that to you, would he?
I mean, maybe.
Then we wouldn't be able to record a podcast anymore. Well, if it's just a blank, that's it.
It's got to be something else. I just can't decode it.
Oh, all right. Well, it's too much time wasted on this already.
I want to know what this virus is. It says open me.
Well, maybe email him back, ask him for instructions. Like, how do I install this virus?
Yeah, because this virus is clearly not working for me.
I had to, for you guys, it's probably no big deal, but the other day at work, I had to clean malware off a computer for the first time. That was kind of cool.
What did it have?
I don't know. It was this thing called ACPC Pro or some shit. It was like
one of those bullshit. Like,
yeah, it was like you got a virus, scan me now, which is like clearly you're the virus.
I know. The audacity.
Yeah,
of
it
these
wouldn't let me
programs.
click out anything, and I was like, at first I was like, oh no, what do I do? Because it was a computer in a public area. I get worried. Like people are watching. Like, what does he know what he's doing?
They're critiquing your methods.
But I was able to close it out, get rid of it, wipe it. Small victories.
Take what you can, right? Mm-hmm. So how'd you get rid of it? You run some malware bites, some Kaspersky.
Oh, you're familiar with the malware bites, eh?
I love the malware bites.
Very effective. Very effective.
Malware bites is very effective. So shout out to malware bites. Even though like I just install it, I run it, and then I uninstall it.
Yeah,
I do the same thing.
That's exactly what I did.
I hate to. I mean, but it's shout out to malware bites for
Being the go-to.
Being the
one
go-to,
scan and
yeah.
uninstall.
Yeah. I mean, it works.
It went way easier.
One of these days, I will pay for malware. What is it? Malware bites premium.
That's what it's. I didn't see that. Like, I didn't even bother looking at all the features that it had. I just
need to scan and get rid of this shit. And yeah, it's good. I like it.
I used to like Combo Fix, but they got rid of it. It doesn't work for Windows 10.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a real good one.
It was a lot easier.
So
than I expected.
wasn't there like a Panda one too?
Yeah. Panda Scan used to be really good too. I used to like Trend Micro back in the day. Like back in the day, they were like, it was like one of their first like online scanners.
They sold out.
All right,
I know they did.
All right, nerds. Say the tech podcast. Everybody here uses Norton.
No, they're Russian.
Or is it
Kaspersky.
Or Kaspersky? I'm sorry, yeah, Kaspersky. No, McAfee.
McAfee? Is that guy
That's
that
crazy.
hangs out with drug runners?
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
everything?
him.
Well, he hasn't had anything to do with McAfee for forever.
Oh,
now.
okay.
It's
But
all right
they-
because it
but-
always sucked.
Yeah, I mean, I never liked it. I mean, to me, McAfee was always trash. Norton was. I didn't like Norton either.
Norton was overpriced and
a
a
resource
system hog. Yeah,
it was to just make your shit run worse. Like, okay,
it worked well.
yeah, it
just-
worked.
It
It
just
was great. You don't have a virus, but your computer still runs like shit.
Exactly.
You're not infected, but your computer still runs like shit. And I'm like, the fuck is this bullshit?
What are the comments we got, Chick?
So we got a couple comments from YouTube. From X to the Z, she says, "I'm ready whenever you guys are to have a chick on the podcast."
That's sexist.
Why?
It's not a chick.
She said she wrote chick.
Yeah, I know. She should have put that. She should put something respectable like broad, or
What else?
I don't. I was gonna say other things, but I was like, I probably shouldn't say that.
Anyway, well, we're ready whenever you are. You tell us when you want to come on and
Make it happen, Junkyard. You're a producer. Like, start
she's-
producing.
needs. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard through via YouTube. I mean, we have other methods of communication like email.
I mean, you can just you can message people.
I
on
can,
YouTube.
but it's like I don't check this every day.
you don't have.
All right,
So like if she responds, I'm not going to see it till like the next time we're
all right.
recording.
Exes.
It doesn't take that long to check something, you know.
I do realize that, but it's not like it's my YouTube account. It's like our YouTube. It's like the New Kids on the Pod. I only look at it twice a week. Once when I upload, once before the podcast.
Send her a message right now.
All right,
when we're done.
Or
and
she's
then
gonna
tomorrow
listen.
I'll check.
She's gonna
No,
listen.
she'll
to this.
listen.
She's gonna listen to this anyways. X to the Z. At the end of this episode, you probably shut it off when Junkyard starts talking. That's fine. I would do it too.
We tune them out.
Once he starts giving the contact details, right? What is it?
Yeah.
Like it's what do you do? What do you say?
How long have we been doing this and you don't know?
Like what do you say? Like us on Facebook.
What's our email? What's our email, Mamba?
NKOTP at Gmail.
The fact that you got to think about it.
I don't know.
It's very disappointing.
This is like our episode like
There's only-
188.
There's only so much knowledge I can hang.
It's newkidsonthe@gmail.com.
What is it? NewKidsAtThePod@gmail.com?
Yes.
Okay. So, well,
X
X to the Z. You didn't even have to listen to the rest of the episode for that. Whatever you want. Well, Junkyard obviously doesn't have your email, right? You
No,
don't
I
have
do
an
not
email?
have her email. No.
So you email us or Junkyard. He's our middleman. New Kids at the pod. New Kids at the pod.
oh my god!
What's the name of our fucking podcast,
New
Mama?
Kids?
It would be.
He said new kids at the pod.
I think that would be a great email address.
Why?
NewKidsAtThePod.com.
No. You see
And then you
No,
would
no,
have
no,
you would have the at.
It's new kids and then the ads.
at thepod.com.
thepod.com.
So we would have to buy the
We have to buy
domain,
the pod.com and then
I'm sure somebody already has
check
the
out how much
pod.
it costs.
I'm sure somebody already has the pod.com. Look, I'm going to look up thepod.com.
If someone
You
already
should type in thepud.com too.
The what?
the pud PUD.
It's look already here. Mint snuff. Oregon Mint Company is the pod.com.
Well, we could try to buy them out. Clearly,
Yeah,
they're-
this looks like they probably take like $50.
Bro, they're selling mint snuff. Everybody loves snuff.
You know
don't know
what?
what
You
that
know what's
is.
funny? I thought it was the other kind of snuff. I was like, Junkyard, abort.
Look, you can order online. You can quit smoking. All sorts of stuff.
I didn't know that
Fine.
was
Look up the
the pud.
the pud.
Pud, P-U-D.
Yeah.
New kids at the pud.
New kids at the pud.
Oh, it's not secure, so that's a good sign.
Oh, there is something, thepud.com. Let's see what it
There
is.
has to be.
There is.
It's small.
Oh, no, it's
that's
available.
it.
It's a holding page.
How much is it going to cost? Like $30?
I don't know. Let's look. Go see if they have it available at GoDaddy. Unless somebody else owns it. If somebody else owns it, then pretty much fucked. Hey, I installed Reddit on my fucking phone, and they keep sending me fucking notifications. I don't know why.
You know you can turn them off, right?
I didn't even know. I don't remember installing Reddit.
I just use a browser on my phone to go through Reddit.
I don't even use Reddit. I'd never look at Reddit.
Okay, well,
Oh, you must have an Android. That's probably why
No.
you don't know what the fuck's going on with your phone.
I know exactly what's going on my phone.
All right. Well, the point is
Clearly, you don't because you don't remember. I don't remember installing.
I don't remember
this.
installing it.
So then you don't know what's going on with your phone.
I know what's going on. I just remember.
Clearly,
doing it.
you don't know what's going on.
I must have installed it
because
one day
if
I
you
wanted
knew
to
what
look
was
at
going
something.
on, you would have known that was installed, but you didn't.
What does that mean? It just what did it take you to?
The pud.com is taken.
By who?
I don't know. It just says the pud.com. You could do the pud.shop or the-pud.
We could do the dash. Yeah. Either way, X to the Z. Email Junkyard. And then
What's the email again?
newkids@thepud.com.
It's not newkids@thepud.com. Newkids. You stupid fuck.
Both of you are idiots.
Newkidsonthepod@gmail.com.
Nice job. Way to disrupt Junkyard's train of thought.
Yeah.
New kids on the pud.
All right. Anyway, so she also left another comment saying, also, it was very nice of Tony to hang out with that Uber driver. I would have dipped out. LOL.
It is nice of me.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
I'm a good guy.
I mean, not
Tell your
good,
friends.
not that good, but
But sometimes I think when it comes to moments like that, you have to. You don't have to, but it's usually more fun to. Like that one time, me and Tony were hanging with a friend of his, and his car or their car got towed.
Oh yeah, we went to the
The tow yard
The
at
tow
like
yard?
3 a.m. Best time I've ever had.
that was an adventure.
And it was a Saturday. Well, it was a Sunday.
Yeah,
Morning.
Sunday,
Morning.
like 4 a.m. or 5.
For it, and everybody in that place was drunk. It was nice being there because my car was fine.
Yeah.
My car was at home.
Everyone was drunk and pissed. The best part was because you needed your license and you needed like the registration,
Yeah, which
car.
nobody had.
which apparently that's too much to ask. The funniest was this guy that went up there, and he's like, "Yeah, I need to pick up my car." Like, okay, well, I need your license and registration. He's like, "Well, I don't have the registration because not my car, is my brother's car."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, we need it." He's like, what's the license plate? And he's like, I don't know. And then he's like, I have a picture of where it was taken. And he literally just had a picture of like
Of
an
an empty
empty like an empty, not even the whole street or where the street sign. It was just like an empty spot. Like all you see is a curb and street. He's like, this is where it was taken from. She's like, what the fuck do you want me to do with this?
That wasn't the funniest part.
Oh,
that was pretty funny though. The funniest part is when this guy went up there and he was like, "You guys aren't allowed to tow my car." They're like, "Sir, you were parked illegally." "Yes, we can." He's like, "I had a handicap sticker in my car." And this guy's like walking at 2 feet.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Sir, we still tow handicap cars." He's like, "You guys tow my shit." He's like, "You know how hard I had to work to get that handicap sticker?"
Yeah.
And everybody in the place got dead quiet. It was
People
like,
were like,
what
"Wait,
the fuck did this guy just say?
Did you just say like he like, you know how many hoops I had to jump through? You know how hard it is to scam one of those? I mean, to get one of those? We're looking like, what do you mean how
And
hard?
then everybody started laughing at him.
Yeah.
Great night.
That was funny. You
the
know
whole-
how hard it was to get one of those handicap stickers? I mean, I assume it's not that easy since he was pretty livid.
I don't know.
the whole requiring registration thing is kind of bullshit though. Because like most of the time, like for example, like me, my registration's in my vehicle.
Yeah.
So like if they towed it, it's in my fucking car, like, and it's in the yard, and like some places won't even let you go back there to go get it. So what the
Yeah.
fuck are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I mean they do that on purpose.
Right.
Their job is to make that whole exchange as inconvenient as possible.
So it's like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
So what they do is like you gotta go to one window, and then you gotta like provide all the documentation. Then once you've already waited for like a long ass time,
And then you gotta pay.
and then you gotta pay, but you can't pay there. There's another line you gotta go to pay.
Oh yeah.
And then that line, like, there's not someone always there. You have to wait for someone to go to the window. And if there's a line, you still gotta wait for them. And once you get there, they don't take. If you're gonna pay with a card, the credit card or debit card has to be in the name of the license that you used. That's on the registration. So you can't have your friend pay for you.
Oh, so you have to pay for it
if
yourself.
it's your car, you're registered. You have to use your credit card. It's like.
Yeah, they're really inconvenient. Like
And then if you don't have that, you're like, oh, like you could pay cash. There's an ATM there. It doesn't work.
So you gotta inconvenience your way to
I'm
an
telling you
ATM.
exactly. There's they've literally thought of like every inconvenience they could possibly throw at you.
and do you guys understand why when I got my car booted in 2011? I
Yup.
said, fuck it.
You're like,
just
you know
keep
what?
it.
I completely understand.
But this funny thing, last time I saw our friend Pika, he told me he got his car towed.
You did.
And
Snow routes, you know.
snow routes are terrible. For those who don't know what snow routes are, certain places in Chicago, certain streets, if it's over 2 inches of snow, they'll tow it. Not only that, it's like
But like it's like if at any time after a certain date, you just
it's
can't park there.
December 1st through like April
April
1st.
1st.
But they
Yeah.
changed it now. It's like it doesn't matter if there's snow or not.
Right. It's like you,
Yeah,
no matter,
yeah,
if
you
it's
can't
between
park
those
there.
dates, you just can't park there.
Before it used to be like if there was 2 inches of snow or whatever, then you can't. Now it's like between these dates, you're just fucked. You just
Yeah.
cannot park there,
All right.
and they will tow you. But the one convenient thing is that the tow yard is open 24 hours a day.
It's not
So I guess
convenient at
that's
all.
convenient.
That's not very convenient.
Oh, I remember we were driving. We're like, oh, where's the tow yard at? And then we saw a tow truck like with a car. I'm like, you know what? Follow that. I bet you they just towed that car. And sure enough, we saw the tow truck pull in.
That's true.
Is that when that's a trailer, right? The tow
Yeah.
yard is over there by Wicker.
Yep.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, anyway, so Pika was telling me that he got towed, and our friend Pika is a staunch conservative.
Also of staunch build.
You said it, not me.
He knows it.
When he was telling me
I mean,
that at the tow yard, he experienced what they call white privilege for the first time.
oh yeah.
He told me that he went up, he was in line, and ahead of him was like a black dude, and he like could hear everything they were saying. And the guy was trying to get his car. They were like, "You need your license and registration." The guy was like, "My registration is in my car." They're like, "Well,
You can't go back
You can't
there."
go back there." So you got to go get it from somewhere else.
You got to
So-
get it from the Secretary of State.
Yeah, so the guy was, rightfully pissed, and now he had to go do that, and then Pico went up next, and Pico's like, "Oh fuck, am I gonna have to do the same thing?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just came to pick up my car, but my registration in my car." And the person was like, "Oh, it's okay, just go ahead and get."
No, he's like, no, you don't need it. Just give me your ID.
Oh yeah, that's what he said. So
And he's like, okay.
that is pretty messed up, though.
Yep.
It's bad enough to get your car towed, but especially
Right.
when you get there, that's like the worst. And it's if it's somebody else's car too. 'Cause
Right.
There was a bunch of people. They're like, "Yeah, it's my parents' car."
Right.
They're
Your
like,
parents have to come and get it.
they're like, "My parents live in Michigan." Oh well, they gotta come down.
That sucks. Could you imagine if your kid fucking gets your car towed and you are like inconvenienced to go get it?
I could imagine.
You know what I would do? If that were me, if I was a parent, I would go get the car and bring that back with me. And my kid has no car now.
There you go. But also, I
Well,
could
it was
imagine
your car to
it.
begin with. So what do you mean?
No, I'm saying, but I wouldn't leave them. The
Oh,
car.
you would leave them there?
I would not leave. I would not take the car out and then like, oh, here's the car, so you can
Right.
use it. No, it's like this car is coming back with me.
Right. So would you leave the kid there at the yard?
Yeah.
Oh, and see him find his own way home?
Figure it out.
He's gonna be like, hey, Dad, can I borrow some money for an Uber?
You know what?
Be like, you know what? I'll give you money for Uber pool.
Now that I mention it, now I know why my grandfather doesn't want to hang out with me
What?
because I got his van towed twice in the same month. Just because I was trying to get my dick wet.
And did he have to go pick it up?
Yeah,
Oh,
Both
fuck.
times.
both times.
Did you get your dick wet?
I think. No, I did.
Damn. I would say if you would have gotten your dick wet at least once out of those 2 times, that's worth it.
What he was he? He was uber pissed.
The first time he was like, "All right, you just got to be more careful. You got to." I understand. You didn't read the sign. I was like, "All right, cool."
Second time.
Second time,
You're
he
like,
was
what
like, "What
happened?
the
You were
fuck?"
like, what happened again?
Yeah, he was like, "What the fuck? Why would you? You didn't
I
learn."
told you, you stupid fuck.
Now I know that's why he doesn't want me to come visit
Did
him.
you have to pay him back?
No, I didn't. He did ask me for the money back, which I guess is kind of nice of him.
You should have still offered.
Yeah, don't be an ass.
I don't know if I offered. Maybe
How
I
old
did.
were you?
If you don't know, you probably didn't.
Right.
How old was I?
Yeah.
I don't know, like 20.
You didn't offer.
You definitely didn't offer.
I think you should make things right and offer.
Yeah, you should definitely take him out.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give him a nice hot meal before he dies.
But take him somewhere nice. Don't take him like McDonald's. You have to take him to like something expensive, something pricey, something
So-
good, something that he'll
like,
remember.
So, Checkers.
No, not
no,
Checkers.
fucking Applebee's,
Oh, there you
No,
go.
like Red Lobster.
Chili's.
Well, there you go. Yeah. But you can only have like a certain amount of cheddar biscuits. I'm not made of money.
They're free.
I'm not made of money.
Hey, what was the name of that steak place you were talking about? That's really good. Somewhere kind of far.
Cooper's Hawk.
No, another steak place.
Morgan?
Morgan's.
I don't know. I just came up with that name.
I was like, what? No, you said there was like some really good steak place. Something kind of far.
You know what place
The
is
one,
that?
the one that the one where I had the steak and the crab legs.
Yeah, I think so.
Jack Gibbons.
Jack Gibbons. That's it. You're right.
Yeah, they have like a king, like a king steak.
You said it was cheap?
No,
Or wasn't?
no,
Oh,
it's not cheap, but it was good.
I thought you said something about a cheap place, but okay.
No, there's this place that I want to go to. I think it's called the Crab Cellar. They have like
Oh, unlimited crab legs.
unlimited. Yeah, like
yeah.
that's
I heard
supposed
of
to be
that
pretty
place.
good. And they also have unlimited burgers. But see, that's a trick. They try to get you with. They try to stuff you with burgers.
Yeah, so
that
you don't get no crab legs?
And I'm like, no. They don't give me nothing.
All I heard is unlimited burgers.
Well, yeah, I mean, for you, that yeah.
He's not gonna walk out alive.
How big are they?
Doesn't matter. They're unlimited.
That's true.
So is Jack Gibbons expensive?
It's up there. It's not like super expensive, but it's like I would say.
Someone of my stature.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine. It's mid range, mid.
Okay.
Because
poor.
that meal, like if you get like the like a queen steak with like the crab legs, like the Alaskan crab, like that's
What am I
more-
looking at? Like $50?
You're looking at like 60 or 70.
That's out
But
of my
no,
price range.
no. I'm saying that's more than enough for two people.
Oh, 2 people.
Yeah, like
$70
like-
for 2 people.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not
like
bad.
like that plate will feed 2 people and then
Nice.
some. Like it's yeah.
All right, I could do that.
But no, it was really good.
No, that's fine. If it was say 70 per person, like that's a
No,
little
I
pricey.
mean, there's no way like you'll be able to finish that on your own.
if I were Mamba, I could.
Yeah, if you had some testicles, you'd be able to do it.
Or stomach.
Mm.
All right, let's get to our crazy news story, shall we?
You know what place isn't good?
What?
Arby's. I had Arby's the other day, last week.
Why would you have Arby's?
It's my coworker and my other coworker. They get together, they get Arby's and they drink in our coworker's garage.
What'd you get?
I made the mistake. So Arby's sandwiches is just ham.
It's not ham. It's
think
roast beef.
I think the mistake was going to Arby's.
That
Arby's is actually pretty decent. If you get just
I should have got one of their regular sandwiches, roast beef, or they have ham too.
no, you don't get ham at Arby's.
Somebody fucking gets ham at Arby's. I don't know who.
It's on the menu.
You get roast beef. What I usually get is I get the triple roast beef, so it's like triple times the roast beef.
No, I seen it. The menu for Arby's is the funniest thing because I have the regular sandwich.
Yeah.
You want double.
Yeah.
Double ham. It just gets.
It's not
bigger.
ham. It's roast beef.
It just gets bigger.
Yeah.
And you want triple ham? It's like this fucking big.
Yeah, it's not
like-
that big. In real life, it's not that big.
It's pretty funny though.
But yeah, you get I got the triple roast beef. I put mustard on it. That's it. Nothing else. Maybe just mustard.
So it's a sandwich you can make at home.
No, because the roast beef you can't make the roast beef at home.
It's possible.
You can buy roast beef.
You can.
And just make a
but
sandwich.
but Arby's roast beef is different because it's like low quality roast beef.
shittier? Yeah.
Yeah, it's shittier, but it tastes okay. so you can't get that at the store. Anyway, and also the curly fries at Arby's are phenomenal.
So
They have some of the best curly fries I've ever had.
maybe I was just I got one there on an off day. The curly fries, they were pretty good. You can't really mess up fries.
Right? You can mess up fries. I've had bad fries.
Also, I got the fully loaded fries, so it's ranch,
Ooh,
cheese, and
Bacon?
bacon bits. But where I messed up is I didn't get the roast beef,
Right.
like you said, the ham. I got for some reason I got the brisket sandwich.
oh yeah.
Terrible choice.
Yeah, I got once I did go to Arby's and I got the pork belly. Not good.
The brisket tasted like newspaper.
Right. You stick to what they have been doing for years. Arby's.
I will say though,
roast
it wasn't good until I put their Arby's sauce on it. I don't know what is in Arby's sauce, but it made it a lot better.
There's that horsey sauce, which is like horseradish.
Gross. But yeah.
You know what's good that I tried for the first time? I thought it was actually really, really good. It exceeded my expectations. I mean, I didn't expect it to be delicious, but it's actually really good. I tried the Impossible Whopper.
I had it.
really?
I had it because they were giving away for free with T-Mobile a few months ago.
I've never.
It tastes just like the Whopper. It
That's
tastes
what-
exactly the same. There's like no difference.
It really does taste like I was like, okay, it's got because I've had like veggie patties and all that, whatever. But
Yeah,
like,
it's like zero. It's like it's a fucking Whopper. but not meat.
I was tripping because I'm like, if I did not know, like, if someone just said, here, have a Whopper, I wouldn't know
So
the
there's
difference.
no difference.
There's absolutely no difference.
As far as like the texture, the
No,
taste,
it
like
tastes
it's
exactly the same.
I guess that's good if you're like a vegetarian.
Well,
It's not very good for you though.
Oh, I'm
It's
sure
terrible
it's not.
for you, but
I mean, yeah, it's like you're not gonna want to eat that every day. It's not like a healthy. It's an alternative,
it's alternative if you don't want if you're not gonna
but
eat
it's
meat.
not. But it's not a healthy.
Right,
It's
right,
not. It's
right.
not like
It's
they're
not-
all.
it's
It's not the
not-
healthiest alternative because
But if you're like if you're a vegan or something, you want
well, actually, if you're vegan and you're vegetarian, you don't want to eat those either.
But you can't eat there because they make.
Oh
it,
yeah, that's right, because they still make it with like other like
They
fat or other animal products
They use it on the same
on the same grill.
Which I mean, I don't care.
Well, yeah, but the thing too is like, who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you're not like you're still
Vegans
abiding,
do.
right? But that's,
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
I think that's dumb because like, okay, so like you're a vegan, you don't your whole point is like you don't want to like eat animal products or eat or because of like the harm it causes in a lot of cases. But like technically, you're not doing like someone else is eating it. You know what I'm saying? Like they just made it on the same grill.
Yeah, see,
You know,
that's
it's
why.
like-
That's why.
It's
I'm
like,
like,
let's chill the fuck out a little bit.
yeah,
about that.
like I said, people have their own whatever. But I did notice that that's probably why they don't advertise it as they advertise it as like plant based and whatever.
Right.
But no, they never say vegan. They
Right.
never say because they use it. It makes sense. I mean, like I guess from like a money standpoint or like logistics or just to get it out quicker, like to have another grill
Right.
because then you have to have like because I think if you call it vegan or vegetarian, there's a whole set of standards.
you have to like abide by.
Probably.
Yeah, there's like
And
like
plus, probably somebody could sue you.
Yeah.
yeah, and then like because not only like can you not
the-
use that same, but then you can't use the same tool. You can't use the same like.
But you know what? The thing is that so vegan and vegetarian that's not like a federal standard. That's just like
yeah, no, but you know how, but still like
so
it,
fuck them. If it's not federal, if the government's
Yeah,
not
but-
making me abide by it, I call it whatever I want. You know what I'm saying?
you're not wrong.
Like organic.
Exactly.
You're not wrong. But if you get caught, you will face the wrath
Of the vegans.
of the vegans.
Yeah, that's just a lot of bitching and moaning. That's they do it anyway.
So it's but no, it was actually really good. Like I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I had it. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I still will
That's why and
get a regular Whopper because
So-
I think they're more expensive.
So I'm thinking that's the same. It was either the Impossible brand or the Beyond meat that I had at Disney. When I told you I had like these
Yeah.
meatballs that like I couldn't tell. I'm like this can't be plant based.
Right.
This has a texture, the taste, everything.
Right.
So
They did a good job.
yeah. So I'm like it's probably I mean it's good. It's a good alternative. It's just I wouldn't recommend eating it all the time because it does have a higher amount of sodium.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things like even like what's that the not low carb what's the other thing?
Low fat.
No, the one that people are allergic to supposedly. Gluten. There you go. Like the low gluten bread and shit. That's like high in sugar because like they have to substitute
Usually,
like the flour. So it's like the same
Well,
thing. It's
usually,
like,
like-
you have to substitute some shit for other
Yeah.
shit.
like
you know what I'm
low
saying?
fat stuff. If you ever get something that's low fat,
Is that
It's like high cholesterol.
Is that why?
no, it has.
You know
like,
what? Is that why I like the gluten-free bread at Cooper's Hawk? Actually,
Maybe.
that's just fucking good. Like
yeah, it is really good.
I'm like-
but probably high in sugar though.
that's probably why I'm like it's delicious.
low fat. I like one day I was looking at salad dressing because I'm
Yes.
all about that
That's a goddamn
Thousand
lie.
Island dressing.
you
Yeah, I
ain't,
love-
you ain't,
I
you
love
ain't never
Thousand
seen a salad in your life.
Dang.
I eat salad with that.
Yeah, you're right. I have.
You know what you've done? You've tossed salad.
bro, get them off you.
Oh, you coming to my head? You coming to my head,
But
dog?
Thousand Island salad dressing. It's just the regular one is fat.
Right.
It's high in fat. Doesn't have like really any carbs
But
or
the,
sugar.
but the fat-free one is really like sugary.
yeah,
and
the
sweet.
fat-free one, the low fat
Yeah.
is like super.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I looked at the label. I was like, why is there so much sugar? In there?
Right.
I
It's
was like, oh, because
they're substituting. It's the whole thing about these whole like
you're-
low
you're-
whatever.
You're better off. Like personally, like I would say, I would just go with the.
I say
le-
go
less
bigger.
sugar.
I say fuck it, go big or go home. If you're gonna eat terrible, eat terrible.
Yeah, that's
Might
why.
as
Like
well.
if I'm gonna have salad dressing, I'm not gonna go fat free.
Right.
I'm like fuck it, I'll just use regular. If it's got fat, it's got fat. I'm not too worried about.
Sometimes
fat.
you're not doing that much difference. If
Yeah.
you're
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna eat a Whopper,
low fat.
I mean, unless you're like plant-based. I mean, if you're gonna eat a Whopper, just eat a Whopper. Fuck the Impossible one. It's not that much better. You're still eating shit.
Unless
the end of the
you're-
day.
unless you're a vegetarian.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like,
Yeah.
unless, like I said, if you're a vegetarian, you don't care about it being cooked on the same shit, then yeah, obviously you'll get the Impossible
Yeah,
one.
like
But like if you're eating meat, like Mamba doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna go. Why are you gonna eat Impossible?
I don't care.
Just exactly. Just
I
get a
eat
Whopper.
booty.
Fuck
yeah,
it.
get the very possible ones.
Yeah.
Very
get-
possible.
Let me get your possible Whopper.
shout out to my favorite cell phone company, T-Mobile. They give out free Whoppers like almost every week. It seems like it's fantastic.
That's gonna stop once AT&T takes over.
You mean
Or
Sprint?
Sprint, yeah.
Well, actually, T-Mobile was taking over Sprint, so
Yeah,
so,
so-
it's the other way around.
Yeah,
It's not gonna stop.
Sprint's the one
That's not
getting
gonna.
bought.
Yeah,
If anything, yeah, it's be the other way around. But the one thing I don't like is that whenever I go to Burger King, I like to have Surge Cola because they have it on the freestyle machine. But 50% of the time, they don't have it. Oh, fucking hate that shit. It's like
Burger King is my favorite of the fast food, like common fast food chains. So when we talk about like Wendy's, McDonald's, even though I guess Wendy's isn't that common in other parts of the United States, right?
I thought it was.
I don't.
But then again, I don't really see that many.
It's not even that common. Well, now it is. Now they've made more, but it wasn't that common here for a while.
You know what? I miss Checkers.
I do like Wendy's though.
Checkers are
They're like up and down. Like they show up, they disappear.
They're
show
all
up,
in the
they
bad
disappear.
neighborhoods. If you want Checkers, you gotta.
Well, like there used to be a
risk getting
Checkers
shot.
right here connected to like a gas station, not that long, and I didn't know it existed. One of my friends was like, "Oh, there's a Checkers there," and I drove by there. I'm like, "Oh shit, there is a Checkers." I drove by like the week after, and it's not there anymore. It's like
You missed it. You missed
I
it.
clearly missed it. I was like, "What the fuck?"
It's like that episode of How I Met Your Mother when they're trying to find that burger place. You ever see that one?
Nah.
I guess they all got really drunk, and they went to this hole in the wall burger place,
Oh, I do remember that episode.
and it was like the most amazing thing ever. And then
they
they've
can
all
never find it again.
and then they could never find it again. Then they've been trying like ever since, like where do we go? And they're trying to figure out where. And
Yeah, but I do like what I really liked about Checkers was their burgers were really greasy, but it gave it like a nice flavor, and their fries are phenomenal.
Curly.
Oh, and they had a really good apple pie. It was like cinnamon sugar apple pie. It was fantastic. So, Checkers, phenomenal. I miss it. I can't find it. I do love me some Hardee's / Carl's Jr. It's really good too. We don't have any around here.
yeah, I think last
St. Louis does.
That's the only thing I miss about St. Louis. Hardee's, Jack in the Box, and Steak and Shake was more. I mean, we have Steak and Shake here, but they're all kind of few and far between.
Yeah.
Where over there they were like on every corner. So that's what I do miss about St. Louis. Oh, Waffle House too. I used to live by a Waffle House. There was Waffle House across from a Hardee's. Fucking fantastic. Loved it. That's the only thing I miss about St. Louis. Besides that, it's shit.
I haven't been to Waffle House in a hot minute.
Me neither. I haven't been to Waffle House in forever. Dude, we should go on a road trip, hit up Hardee's, Waffle House, all this shit that you don't have to
Yeah,
do.
well,
Jack in the Box.
And then review it.
In and Out.
When we go to St. Louis.
Shitters and fritters.
When we go to St. Louis.
Well, I'm not going to St. Louis.
Yeah, you are.
I am definitely not going to St. Louis.
Yeah.
You are when you lose that bet.
I'm not going to lose that bet. Bro, they're playing Lyon. That team sucks dick. They're definitely making it to the next round. And it's Barcelona's going to lose. All the heavy hitters are losing. Liverpool's going to lose. It's going to be smooth sailing. Smooth sailing straight to the finals. Boom, champions.
So theoretically, if you do win, what do you win?
I don't win anything now because since it was a parlay,
Oh, okay.
I already lost my part of the parlay. So right now for me it's like a break even. Like I can't win. I can either lose or break even, which I'm really not gonna lose. I'm just gonna break even. That's what I'm looking at, breaking even.
That's
But hey,
it.
man,
Settle.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
Status quo.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Did I set my lineup today? Talk about yourself.
Oh, anyway, let's get to our crazy news story.
I hope you did it.
So, Pennsylvania woman wheezes alcohol due to never before seen condition. So she pisses alcohol.
Nice.
Oh, is that what they mean?
Yeah,
Wheeze out?
yeah. A Pennsylvania woman has become the first person in the world to be diagnosed with bladder fermentation syndrome, a condition that causes her to urinate alcohol.
Oh, it's okay. I'm playing Eddie. He doesn't set his lineup anyway, so.
The 61-year-old, who hasn't been named, had been placed on a waiting list for a liver transplant after her battles with cirrhosis and poorly controlled diabetes. However, she kept running into the same wall. Her urine regularly tested positive for alcohol, and due to her condition's synonymy with the drug, she was repeatedly rejected for transplants. With doctors believing her to be harboring an addiction, the woman rejected the claims she was an alcoholic, sending both patient and specialist in a seemingly endless cycle of he said, she said. Ignoring doctors' claims to seek out support for alcohol abuse, she visited University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, where she finally got some firm solutions. As explored in Annals of Internal Medicine, specialists noted her urine tested results for ethyl I don't know how to say that word, guys. Can you help me out?
Where?
Malor.
Highlight it.
Tested positive for Malor.
No,
Glucuronide.
No, it's
is glucuronide. No?
Glucuronide.
Anyway, test results for ethyl
Close
glucuronide and
enough.
ethyl sulfate. Substances consisted with the ingestion of alcohol were negative. Similarly, her blood tests were also negative for ethanol. So this has doctors wondering, if the alcohol isn't in her blood and she isn't feeling intoxicated, where is it coming from? Essentially, her bladder was acting like a brewery with microbes fermenting alcohol. This is due to a particular strain of yeast called Candida glabrata, a fungus closely related to brewer's yeast. After taking samples of yeast inside her bladder, they placed it inside a petri dish and watched it ferment. The brewing of alcohol requires a number of things: water, sugar, yeast, and lacks of oxygen. Due to the combination of the woman's urine laced with sugar due to her diabetes and the yeast, her bladder would eventually produce
Damn.
alcohol.
So she was a perfect brewery.
Yeah.
So basically, if you got the beatus, you could piss liquor.
It's similar to autobrewery syndrome, which causes alcohol to ferment due to combination of yeast and sugar in the stomach and intestine. It can cause people to feel drunk from just eating carbs. As this woman's condition is localized into the bladder, however, it's something new entirely and has been dubbed by specialists bladder fermentation syndrome or urinary autobrewery syndrome. To rid her of yeast infections, the woman was prescribed oral antifungals.
That's so. Go to the top. Does it say how they found out?
Yeah, it did. You missed it when you were on your phone.
They tested
They
her.
tested it.
No,
They-
but like, was she like not feeling well?
No, because she was trying to so they kept testing her because she has diabetes and shit, and they kept showing that she was alcoholic because she kept
She was
pissing
drunk.
hot.
But she was like,
No,
nope.
she wasn't drunk. She was pissing alcohol.
She's just pissing hot.
Yeah, and they're like, "You're a fucking alcoholic," and she's like, "No, I don't drink." But she had a bunch of other shit.
So how do you
Because she
think,
she was kept getting rejected for transplant. She needed a transplant.
Damn. So how shitty do you think it was for that lab worker that had to taste that piss?
I don't think that's how that works.
So the
How else are they
question.
gonna tell that it's alcohol?
So the question is,
Someone has to taste it. Be like, oh shit, this is fucking.
I know that there's some beer snob twiddling his mustache right now. Like, I gotta try that.
So would you guys drink the piss?
Fuck no.
No, I don't like beer that much.
But what if, like, okay, say it was your girlfriend. Say your girlfriend made piss beer.
Yeah.
Would you drink it?
I mean, it's still piss,
Yeah, Mama eats ass.
dude. Keeps coming at your head, dog.
I mean, I have put my mouth on where it's come from.
Right. So why not just drink the beer?
Drink the contents of.
Yeah.
Whatever's.
Like she could just, like as you're eating her out, she just
I
piss in your mouth.
hope my mom's not listening to this episode.
Well, your mom just tends to listen to not only like the worst episodes, but like the worst parts of the like. I
Probably.
don't know how she is able to hone in. She's like, yeah, I turned it on. I started listening, and I heard you talk about eating it. Nope, that's it. I turned it off. I'm like, how? We were like 40 minutes into the episode before that even came up, and that's like the first thing she heard.
So yeah, so you might. As well, I mean, she just piss in your mouth,
That's gross.
and you just get nice.
It's
nice
sterile,
little
but
buzz.
Look, Junkyard, stop trying to live your fantasy through Mambo, okay?
It's sterile, but also it's warm.
It's true. It'd be like, well, you.
It's like a
you just have
Corona.
her-
Yeah. You know what? I probably drink worse things than her piss.
and just throw it in the fridge. Mm-hmm. You can make mixed drinks out of it.
How? Oh, because it's alcohol?
Yeah.
I guess.
So
I
is,
don't know.
is that a no?
No, because she has yeast.
Yeast. So does beer.
She could bake some Cooper's Hawk bread with that yeast.
Or any bread. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Let's get to our gripes, shall we?
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
I had a gripe. I don't remember it now. Joker.
I'll let you guys think about it while I do my gripe. I've actually griped. This is kind of a recycled one, but it's because it's just happened to me. It's been happening a lot lately, and it's fucking pissing me off. And people that make turns into the wrong lane. So if you're making a right turn, you turn into the right lane. If you're making a left turn, you turn into the left lane.
They turn as if they had a semi and they got
Right, and they got to go to the fucking furthest lane.
Yeah.
So if they make a left turn, they turn all the way to the right. Or if they make a right turn, they turn all the way to the left. Like, okay, I've been guilty of this as well on certain occasions, but usually if I do this, it's because I know there's no other cars
Yeah.
around me. so there's no chance of me ever like hitting anybody or inconveniencing anybody. So I have done it. I'm not gonna say I'm completely perfect and I've never done it because I do it some occasionally, but I don't do it when there's cars around. And if I do it, it's usually an accident. Like it's like, oh shit, I kind of went a little too far. But like, people just don't give a fuck and they just keep doing that shit, and it pisses me off because like they are. It's like, so for example, like when on my way to work, there's like a dual lane, dual turn lane. So you can on one lane you can go straight or turn left, and it's a left turn into the left lane, or I'm sorry, a right turn into the left lane, and then there's if you're furthest to the right, you right turn into the right lane. Mm-hmm. So there's two cars going into two different lanes of traffic, but because people don't give a fuck, they'll be in that left lane, and instead of turning into the left lane, they'll turn into the fucking right lane when you're in the fucking right lane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they're like, if you are not paying attention, or if like you think they're gonna follow the rules, they're just gonna hit you.
Is it at Cicero?
No, it's on State Road.
Oh, okay.
Cicero going on to State Road. Yeah. And it's like dude, like fucking pay attention. Like you stay in your fucking lane. Like that's the whole point of like turn into your goddamn lane.
I think LeVar Ball said it best.
What?
Stay in your lane.
Like bro, like fucking or gal, like. Just fucking, if you're in, and this goes out to all our listeners, don't be assholes. Stay in your fucking lane. If you're if you're making a right turn, turn into your goddamn lane. Turn into the right lane. If you're gonna switch lanes, if you need to get to the left, you can turn into your right lane and then proceed to, put your signal on and proceed to switch lanes.
But don't do it all.
Don't just do it all in one fucking
swift motion.
Right. Especially when there's cars around. Like I'll give you a pass if there's literally like it's midnight and there's nobody around. And okay, in that case, I'll give you a fucking pass because I'm not there to see it. Mm-hmm. But especially if it's like fucking rush hour, don't be an asshole. Be considerate of others. Be considerate of others' fucking their cars because you're almost gonna hit somebody. You may hit somebody. Like, don't be an asshole. That's my gripe. Fuck you.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
So
Wake the
when
fuck
did this happen?
up.
It happens all the time. It happened this morning.
Nice.
It happened yesterday.
That was my curse, and it worked.
No, it didn't hit me.
Boom. Curse. No, I didn't want to hit you. I don't wish like
Ill.
You asked for a mild curse. Right?
I asked for like the mild.
So it's like inconvenience.
Exactly. So yep, that was me. That was me. You're welcome, Junkyard.
All right, ISIS, calm
Let
down.
that be a lesson to you.
Yep, that'll learn you. That'll learn you to betray me. Keep it up, and I'll throw more inconveniences your way.
Sorry, my whole life's an inconvenience. All right. Me living is an inconvenience
To us, yeah.
to myself. What are your gripes? Go ahead, Tony.
I was supposed to be thinking about one, but that was actually a decent gripe. So I kind of like stopped thinking about what I had to say.
See, you're too compelling, Joker.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have a gripe. So my gripe is like fucking taxes.
Everybody pays them. Everybody owes.
Everybody owes. Everybody pays. So my gripe is that
Like the tax refund?
yeah.
Or?
So I filled it out
Okay.
and whatever. I just did it, and I was supposed to get it. I was actually supposed to get it this week,
I got mine already.
but I ended up getting it like 3 weeks ago. So it bothered me because it just throws off like everything they had going on. Like I expect to have a certain amount of money, a certain amount of time, and then all of a sudden, all this money is just thrown in there, and I have to rework everything. And the shit that I planned to buy this week, I had to buy it 3 weeks ago, and it's just a hassle.
So this is like a humble brag.
Never.
It's not really a gripe.
I would never, ever.
I'm going to put a curse on him.
You can't. I already used a preemptive strike.
That's fine. We're gonna get somebody else you don't know.
A tax curse.
Yeah.
Oh no.
May you owe?
No, financial ruin curse.
So that's my gripe. My gripe is that like if
You have too much
if
money.
the government tells you they're going to give you money on a certain date, they should stick to that date, not just throw it all in your account all willy nilly.
Goddamn bureaucrats.
Yeah, that's
What am I supposed to do with all this extra money, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and they did it, and they did it on a Friday that I got paid. Oh yeah, I get paid every Friday, but still.
Now I don't know which one's my paycheck.
Exactly.
My tax return?
Yeah.
Or
So which one's my paycheck? Which is my tax return? Which is the money I had left over from last check? See, it's like it's a fucking hassle. Such a fucking hassle.
Calm down there, humble bragger. Mom, but do you have a real gripe?
Hell no,
I guess I have a
motherfuckers!
gripe.
Wake the fuck up.
I didn't really look much into it, but I was upset nonetheless. So, like I said earlier,
So you didn't look into it, but you just saw enough to get you upset.
yep, that's how most people get their. That's how most people get their news nowadays.
They just read a headline
Yeah.
and they're instantly pissed.
But I actually did read this article. So, as we all know, we talked about it before. Kobe Bryant died. All right, so I guess it was the Milan Fashion Week. Chucky, I don't know what it is with your basement, but I get all nasally.
I don't know. I'm
You
fine.
need a humidifier in here. Anyways,
I'm fine.
it was Milan Fashion Week, and I noticed a trend. I'm sure a lot of people other noticed too, that it seems like fashion designers, when they have like a show, they always have to do something controversial now, and they always like do something that's borderline racist or is racist. Like I saw,
They're always trying to push the boundaries.
yeah, I saw like a couple days ago or weeks ago. I don't know which designer it was. Plus, I don't want to get any spotlight. Is that they had their models wearing big black ears and these big red lips, almost looking like
Oh, I think I did see this.
caricatures of black people.
Oh, like
what are they?
back in the day?
Pickaninnies?
Yeah.
That's what they're called. And people were like, "That's racist." It did look kind of like. How could you not look at that? I was like, yeah, that probably doesn't conjure up the. Maybe it wasn't racist going in, but you have to look at it like that probably conjures up something that's going to upset people. But I feel like fashion designers now, they look at that like, yeah, we want to upset people because we'll upset them, and then people will be outraged, and then they'll give us free publicity, and then we'll say sorry afterwards. We didn't know. And they do it all the time. And then some guy did it the other day. I think at the Milan Fashion Week, if that was the event. But basically, his show was he had these jerseys that were basically Lakers jerseys with his name on it. And then they had the number 24. I guess it was like to remember Kobe Bryant. I don't know what it had anything to do with him. I don't know if there's a connection between them. As far as I know, I don't think so. But then the guy had gold jewelry too. And one of the pieces of jewelry that he had that he was showcasing was a golden helicopter.
That's terrible. So he's basically just using Kobe's death to like.
I
promote
guess,
his shit.
yeah, I guess. And it was a Lakers jersey, but it was like, what's the word I'm looking for? It was sparkling. It was all shiny, and it just had the designer's name on it and the number 24. So technically, it wasn't a Lakers jersey.
But it was,
Yeah,
was
you know what it
supposed
was.
to be.
You know what it was intended to be.
and they had a jewelry of a helicopter.
Yeah, and it was intended to honor his memory. But like people were like, "What the fuck? Why do you have a golden helicopter?"
Because he's trying to honor the helicopter as well.
yeah, that's
mean,
true.
The helicopter.
We
that was
did
lost?
lose a perfectly good helicopter. They're not cheap. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
And then of course, they do the normal. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention. But now it's like we know what your intention is. It's free publicity. Some outlet is going to talk about it, and then people are going to get outraged, but they're only going to get more exposure. So that's my gripe. I think we should stop promoting these designers and just let them look stupid. That's my gripe.
I agree. Good gripe, Mambo.
Thank you.
Almost as good as my gripe.
Your non-existent gripe.
Good gripe, Mamba.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
What about my gripe?
Wake
my gripe
the
good?
fuck up.
No, your gripe was terrible. It was not even a gripe. It was a humble brag. It's like, oh, I have too much money.
I hate
Ignore me.
I hate when I have enough money in my checkings account to make a down payment on a house. Terrible, right?
It's so annoying.
Anyway, let's go. Let's get to our question, shall we?
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, I'm a regular listener of your podcast. And while we may not agree on everything, I value the genuine empathy you have for your audience, and thank you for taking my message.
It's not true. We have no empathy for you guys.
We must not be getting our message across clear enough.
Anyway, he says, I am a 26-year-old virgin for a number of reasons.
Sounds like our demographic.
A, conservative upbringing,
Ooh, an incel.
delayed interest in the opposite sex,
Oh, so basically he's confused about his...
I like it. This is covering all the check marks. Keep on going.
body image issues, to name a few. This is exactly our demographic. Despite my issues with women, I have strong relationships with my family, several close friends, and a fascinating job on Wall Street where I feel valued by my superiors and colleagues.
So what the fuck's your complaint?
He's getting there.
This is like
Fucking humble. I hate humble braggers.
Did Tony write this question?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Fucking hate.
Titanic Sinclair read this question.
Bro, Titanic Sinclair is a real person. Why do you? I can't believe you would accuse me of having. First of all, I don't have the time to be creating fake fucking accounts.
You have plenty of time.
I have no time.
You have as much time,
Time
as Junker does to read.
time is a construct.
Anyway, while I initially started college far from home and generally had the traditional college experience, my freshman year, after a year, complications relating to homesickness and ill but long since recovered relative and some financial concerns resulted in me transferring to a state university where I commuted far from home and worked about 30 hours a week on top of that. I didn't get socially involved at my new school aside from a couple of networking clubs relating to my major/career path.
What's your problem?
Excuse me. Since graduating college, I've dealt with the same increased isolation typical of most people my age. Work keeps me fairly busy, typically 50 to 60 hours per week, in addition to my commute back home. And my friends have largely scattered across the country and around the world. I'm by no means unique in this regard. About 2 years ago,
This is the longest question.
What do you want me to do? They wrote it. It's up to us to read our listeners'
I
questions.
just watched you stop scrolling.
About 2 years ago, tell our listeners to write shorter questions. About 2 years ago, I met a young woman, let's call her Peach, through a video game discussion forum, and we initially formed a casual virtual relationship.
Mario.
Nerd! We initially formed a casual virtual friendship.
She's looking in the wrong castle, bro. She's not here.
Through Twitter and Snapchat. Our chats were platonic at first, about common interests including gaming, music, and politics. Over time, she virtually introduced me to one of her close in real life friends called, let's call her Zelda. And I started talking to both of them. While I find both of them attractive and intelligent, I know they live on the other side of the country, so nothing would realistically happen with either. Not to mention, both are about 4 years younger than me.
Why is he saying both?
Because it's Peach and Zelda.
Oh, he likes them both?
Yeah. A little over a year ago, I was home late on a Friday night when I messaged Zelda randomly. In our conversation, she complained about the struggle of being a broke college student during the holiday season. When I got the nefarious idea that maybe I could help her out.
Well, I mean, you're a baller on Wall Street.
I don't think she expected me to proposition her that way, but I offered her money to sext me and trade pictures with me, and she agreed.
You devil, you scoundrel. That is genius.
I figured word would get out to Peach sooner rather than later. So I ended up making her the same offer.
Yeah, don't want to make him jealous.
Since then, in addition to our regular conversations, I typically sext both of them individually about once a month. And while it's surely not money I can afford to lose, I spent several hundreds of dollars on this over the past year.
Well, that's not too bad.
That's not a lot.
I'm not under any delusions that anything would come out of this other than me blowing off steam.
Get it? Blowing off.
Both of them
Steam in. That's what he meant.
both of them ask me for advice about guys.
A Cleveland steamer?
Yeah.
And I know that they're both actively dating and hooking up.
Let me see. I saw a good one.
Albeit with some social awkwardness at their respective colleges. They've been upfront with me that they're in this primarily for the financial incentive. They've told me there would be no hard feelings if I was to stop, although I would probably begin to break contact with them in order to move forward. I know within my heart that I need to stop this, that it goes against my values I wish to have, and I feel guilty as hell for even starting. I feel entitled and exploitative. Moreover, I'm afraid that if I should ever find myself to become an A-list name for any reason, even with my current track record, I'm on fast track to being hashtag me too'd.
This guy has to pay for sexting, and he's worried about blowing up in the future.
Further, since we all know one another's names and whatever details we share via Twitter, it's possible that either of them, if they were so inclined, could hold this over my head. At the same time, I attribute my
Why would they hold it over his head? They're the ones doing it. It's
no,
like-
because he's going to be the A-lister, and he's going to be Me Too.
I'm sure he doesn't have anything to worry about that.
At the same time, I attributed my inexperience as a contributing factor to this. While I know I shouldn't feel this way and that it's antiquated, like most adult virgins, I realize I subconsciously feel like less of a man until I prove that I can attract women. Although I don't generally feel lonely in my regular life, I keep myself busy with work, friends, the gym, movies, volunteering, and the like. I couldn't shake the late night romantic loneliness and horniness, so I kept going back to the well in order to somewhat try and fill the void. It's recently dawned on me that Peach and Zelda probably think I'm pathetic or laugh at me behind my back.
Yes.
And I'm quickly finding myself able to divorce the fantasies from the reality of my situation. More importantly, I'm afraid that they only agree to do this because I made them nervous, uncomfortable, etc., and somehow creep them out. I would rather not make any woman scared of my presence going forward. This finally brings me to my question.
You should have started with this.
Assuming I'm able to break this habit and not relapse or try it again with another woman, how do I move forward? Can I really just move on with my life and pretend this never happened with women I meet in the future? If I confess this to someone I date in the future, I assume she'd take off running and I'd be branded a pathetic creep or worse yet, predatory. I'm afraid to even bring this up with friends or parents, let alone...
Would you rather be a creep or a predator?
Creep.
Rebranded.
I'd rather be branded a creep.
Really?
Yeah,
'cause a
that's
creep
definitely-
is like-
because predator is like bad.
Yeah,
creep
but-
is weird.
Predators are also good, like the movie.
No,
I don't think that's the kind of predator they're talking about. They're talking about like
But
sexual.
I want people to fear me like that.
Oh, you can be a scary creep.
Okay.
To the point of being a predator.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Anyway, it says, I assume she take off running and branded a pathetic creep or worse yet, a predator. I'm afraid to even bring this up with my friends or parents, let alone someone I know less intimately. When I brought this up with Peach and Zelda, they suggested I forgive myself and just learn from it, which doesn't help me much from a tangible standpoint. I've considered volunteering with a women's shelter or the like in the future, but I feel people would assume I'm there for the wrong reasons. I realize I'm rambling here, but my ultimate question is, how do I repent? Do I deserve another shot at dating? If so, how long should I wait? Thanks for all you do. New decade, new me.
That's a lot to take in. I don't think you need to repent.
Okay. Yeah, I think the whole thing with his friends, I mean, they seem like they were willing to do it.
Yeah, it's not like...
I mean, it's not like you can't really force some. I mean, I understand you can be creepy and predatory, but it's not like you tricked them into sending you nudes. You said, hey, straight up, like, you want to send me some nudes? I'll give you some cash. Ooh. Okay. I mean, girls do that all the time. You ever heard of OnlyFans?
Chatterbait?
Is that something?
Chatterbait. It's the porn, like people go on the webcams.
Oh, yeah. Like
aren't those free?
My free
No,
cams?
you send them money.
Well, you can.
Well, no, they have like private shows, so like they'll start
okay,
taking
gotcha,
like pieces
gotcha.
off. But if you want to see,
Oh
them,
yeah, so that's
you
where
pay- you have to pay
that's
the
where
money.
you can chat with girls,
Yeah.
and then like and you can take them to a private
right,
room,
private room, and then they show
okay,
you,
yeah. So there's that. There's OnlyFans. There's Patreon.
Oh yeah, there's that Snapchat right in there, bitches that
Fucking
show you
premium
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
So they're not alone.
And the girls are. I mean, like I said, it's not like he forced them to do it.
Yeah.
No.
I
They're
think
halfway across the country.
Yeah, I think if he feels bad about it, okay, fine, just don't do it. Just stop asking them for nudes and stop financially supporting them. So
You could get girls to send you nudes.
but the thing is, like, I don't get it. It's like
For free?
But yeah.
I've never paid for nudes.
I've never gotten nudes.
You've never gotten nudes?
No.
Not once?
No.
Well, that's because nobody likes you enough.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
I've never asked for them either.
I've never asked for
yeah,
it either.
Exactly.
Oh.
You don't need to ask to get them.
So how do I get
Okay,
them?
I might have asked, but I've never, I've never like been the one to initiate it.
Wait, but if you ask, that is initiation, isn't it?
Well, I like after they sent them, I was like, "Yo, can I see those titties again?" You know, it was after the fact that they did.
Oh,
okay.
so they initiated, then
Yeah,
you asked
and then
again.
once we built that
Said you
rap-
asked for more.
After we built that
Can I have
rapport,
some more?
Don't
please.
stop now.
Yeah, please, man.
Man,
more nudes, please.
May I have another?
More nudes, please.
So you show up, hat in hand. May I have
Like
another?
Oliver Twist.
Asking for nudes. Oh, where were we? Oh yeah, repent. I don't think there's anything to repent. What is he repenting for?
For like asking for nudes
For being an incel.
and paying for nudes.
I mean, that's your prerogative.
And sexting.
I mean, if there's anything to repent, I could see if he was like tricking them into sending him nudes, and then not. I don't know. I just don't see. It seemed like a mutual transaction that all parties involved were comfortable with. So there's really nothing to repent for on that. I think he needs to just move on from that.
Maybe he feels bad for taking advantage of their financial situation because they needed money.
If it makes you feel any better, hey, they're probably selling nudes or sending nudes for free.
Yeah.
So
Might as well make a few bucks out of it.
Is that like sex? Like sex workers? Like they fuck
Yeah.
dudes for free? Why not get paid for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not get
If
paid
you're
for
good
it?
at something, never do it for free.
If I've said it before, but if I was a woman, I'd be the biggest. Well, that's sexist, but if I was a woman, I would call myself a whore because I'd be the biggest one. Whatever.
Would you pay? Would you?
You should have just
charge
stopped.
guys
I would
for
make
sex?
I'd have an OnlyFans, a Snapchat,
Patreon.
Patreon. My titties would always be out.
Would you do have your own Twitch channel too?
Oh yeah, where I pretend to play video games.
But just wear scantily clad clothes,
Yeah.
and then get
Maybe
up.
not Twitch though. Maybe that other one. Because Twitch, they're really
Stadium?
They're big. No.
Oh, the Microsoft one. Doesn't Microsoft have
Yeah,
one?
the one that
where Ninja went to?
Yeah, I forgot what it is. Mixer.
Mixer, yeah.
Yeah, I jumped the Mixer because Twitch, they're kind of Nazis about their policy. And
Can
they
I-
ban people a lot.
Can I see your titties now?
You want to see my titties? You gotta pay me. Don't do it for free.
That's right.
Don't do it for free. You almost got me.
Pay up. He was getting ready. He was like, wait a minute.
How much?
4 double cheeseburgers. So
Say 4 McDoubles and we'll call it a deal.
no, I need that extra slice of cheese, baby. I need that extra slice of cheese.
I'll bring you the cheese.
How about this? How
separately.
about either 2 double cheeseburgers or 4 McDoubles? So either way, you're only getting 4 slices of cheese. And how you divide them up, that's
I'll
up to
show
you.
you one titty for that.
Okay. Deal.
So would you rather have 2 double cheeseburgers or 4 McDoubles?
I've actually moved on. They McDonald's, they have this new burger. I don't really eat McDonald's that much anymore, but Sunday I went and they have this new burger. What the fuck is it called?
The Big and Tasty?
Daily Double?
The Arch Deluxe?
No,
Daily
I
Double.
think it's a Daily Double though.
And that's old, isn't it?
They might have brought it back, but
Yeah,
it's
I think
like
they might have brought it
2
back.
burger patties.
It's got
two-
mayonnaise.
2 pieces of cheese, mayonnaise,
Yeah.
slice of tomato, and lettuce.
Yeah, that's old.
They brought it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Big and Tasty?
No, Daily Double. That was old. They came around the same time as the Big and Tasty, like just after that.
When they give
In
it
the
to you,
90s.
do they put the lettuce and tomato on the side?
No,
They used to do that.
they used to.
Yeah, they used to have like these the containers were like twice the size.
Oh no, it was. They actually when I got it, they were like in double cheeseburger wraps. So.
But that was the whole thing. Like the whole thing was like they wanted to keep the lettuce and the tomato fresh.
Oh yeah.
So that way, like when you open it, you just put the lettuce and tomato on it.
Okay.
But they got rid of it because like there was just too much trash. It was
Yeah,
it was
probably.
too cumbersome to.
They
like-
probably have to pay for the packaging and everything.
Yes, he was introduced in 2012.
All right, well, it's back now.
Yeah.
Go up. I want to see what it has. I don't remember having this.
Yeah, it's just mayo, lettuce, tomato, two meat, cheese.
Oh, now I'm fucking hungry. All right, let's get out of here. I gotta go eat.
Look up the Big and Tasty.
The Big and Tasty was good.
It was neither of the two, if I remember correctly.
It was neither big nor tasty.
Exactly.
I thought it was good though. From what I remember,
It was medium and adequate.
yeah. There's nothing special about the Big and Tasty.
No, it wasn't.
It's no McRib.
Look up the Arch Deluxe. You guys remember the Arch Deluxe?
I do remember the Arch Deluxe.
I don't know if I ever had one.
It wasn't around that long. It didn't. It kind of flopped pretty bad.
Ooh, that looks pretty
What
good.
was on it?
Same thing that's on the Daily Double, except it's only one patty.
Oh, except there's only one patty?
Similar. Arch Deluxe was a hamburger sold by international fast food restaurant chain McDonald's in 1996 and marketed specifically for adults.
Can you go down? Can you see what a Mick Africa is?
What the fuck? The McAfrica. Is that real?
Yeah.
Holy shit, it is real. McAfrica was a hamburger sold in the chain McDonald's in Norway and Denmark traded as the limited edition Olympic Games burger.
Why? Why in Norway and
It
Denmark?
attracted significant public criticism as the result of the name and the timing of its launch. The McAfrica, and it's like a fucking flatbread.
It's like a pita.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, you know what was good? That Whopper like wrap.
I never had
It
it.
was like a wrap, but it's like had the Whopper. It was like or not Whopper. I'm sorry, not Whopper. Fuck.
A Big Mac wrap?
The Big Mac wrap.
Oh, the
I'm sorry.
snack wrap.
McDonald's.
They had the snack
those,
wraps.
Those wrap. Well, they had the snack wraps. And then the other ones. Like they had the
Oh
other.
yeah, they had like the chicken wraps and shit.
Those were. I don't know why they got rid of those. Are so fucking good.
Yeah, yeah, those were good. Anyways, okay, so what did this guy do? So
Oh, we're done. We're done with that.
so is he? So
We're past that. We're talking about. I used to take sweet and sour sauce and pour it on my McWraps. McWraps.
Oh, that was
those are
actually really good.
Yeah.
All right, so what he should do is like, he has money. If you want to pay for nudes, that's fine. Just maybe not your friends. Find some randos. There's just tons of randos on the internet that'll gladly take your money for nudes.
Oh, we talked about it before. Only
Yeah.
or Patreon, you buy a certain tier, and they'll send you pictures.
and they're probably better than these
Yeah.
chicks.
And I'm sure if you
Probably.
work on Wall Street, you can talk to someone. They probably know where to get all the prostitutes.
Yeah.
So
So you shouldn't feel bad about paying for sex.
no, fuck no. If I had the money,
You do have the money.
All right, fine. Don't feel bad about paying for sex.
Why'd you say that so angrily, like you were jealous? You do have the money, and you're wasting it.
You're wasting it on not paying for sex. Anyway, all right, guys. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1.
Pay attention. He's gonna give you the email.
Oh shit!
Right. So
X and
Mamba,
Z, listen up.
listen or like us on Facebook, right?
Like us on Facebook.
Facebook.com/NKOTP1. Okay, follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod.
We get on the pod.
See, not Pod.
Oh wait,
See us-
Junker, I sent you something.
Oh shit,
I sent you an Urban Dictionary word of the day.
we don't do that anymore.
Well, we're gonna do it today because this one's hilarious.
Alabama pig roast.
Do you know what an Alabama pig roast is?
I'm assuming it's when you have a devil's threesome. You got two guys.
Yes.
And a girl in between.
Yes.
That's exactly what it
and
is.
You put her on a spin wheel like a pig.
Close.
When one guy is having sex with a girl doggy style and another guy is getting a blowjob and they arm wrestle on the girl's back.
That is an
That is Alabama pig
Alabama
roast.
pig roast. Come on, tell me that wasn't great.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, of course it was.
Anyway, where would I leave off? Oh, follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher. Are you listening, Mama?
Huh?
iTunes,
I was thinking about the pig roast.
Stitcher,
I was imagining it.
iHeartRadio,
Wait, who are you in that scenario?
The three of us.
YouTube, Spotify,
Which one is
Deezer.
Which one is
Who's arm wrestling and who's?
SoundCloud.
that? I'll leave up to me.
Everywhere. We're on everywhere. Shoot us an email, Mamba. What's our email address?
New Kids on the Pod
It's right in front of your fucking face.
at gmail.com.
It's like it's funny. It's right in front of him, and when you ask him, he looks away. It is New Kids at the Pud.
Or leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP. Yes. Good job, Mamba. Good job. Let's clap for Mamba.
It's also right there in front of you, Mama.
All right, guys. Mamba, in a world.
In a world full of people who could afford it, never feel ashamed to pay for sex.
No.
Yeah, I agree. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, guys. We will maybe check out next week if Tony decides to show up.
As long as it's not as long as it's not sex trafficking.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's
okay,
bad.
let's clear that up.
All right, guys. We'll check you out next week. Kissies on your dick. Sorry, I fucked that up. Kissies on your dickies.
Look it up. Can't you see? Check it out. Man, you good.
now.